Wake up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you. Steve Sipple still out gallivanting in Texas. Bill Busch is with us. I'm Jake Sorensen. How are you, Bill?
Doing great. I talked to Sip last night.
You did?
Yes, talked to him late last night. He was in a car making the trip from Waco area down to Houston late at night. So he'd been working all day, pressing on. This was all to gather information for Husker fans on future Huskers. Steve Sipple basically, taking it to the street.
He's a man of the people. He's here for us, Bill. He is here for us, everybody.
Yes. And then we discussed, we had a lot of bullet updates yesterday.
Do we have a bullet update?
A bullet update is bullet is still on the mend. Not out of it yet, but on the mend right there. So we're hoping to get, if we can get bullet out. What they said, the hospital's open at the Busch house. We have the bed. We have I'm pretty sure Laura has a bowl with Bullet's name on it. So we're ready to go if we have to fill in if Trixie can't be able to do with all the things she has going on. So Bullet's very much love it, but Sipple's very excited. I told him there were prayers out for Bullet.
Yeah, we care for Bullet. We hope that Bullet is well soon. You said he's doing better though. He's getting better.
We're making there has been no setbacks.
There's progress with Bullet.
Yes,
we need Bullet to get better.
Yes, there's been no setbacks.
Okay, well, that's good to hear. Let me get my open here for Idle Chit Chat, Bill.
Their sports takes are great,
Generally speaking.
but the random conversations are even better.
I don't know if that you want to talk about that on the radio.
Hey, you just did.
You just did. I mean, we're not just talking amongst ourselves.
It's time for Idle Chit Chat on Early Break, sponsored by Newton's Lawn Care.
Okay, I got some Idle Chit Chat for you, Bill. I know you said that you didn't have a ton for Chit Chat today.
Did not have a ton.
Here's the deal.
Today.
I played approximately 9 hours of golf yesterday.
It was long because I remember you texted us at one time. You were 40 minutes into it and still on hole 1.
I think 35 minutes. We were about to tee off on our second hole. That's it. It was about that. Wonderful cause, junior achievement tournament at Wilderness Ridge. It was a great course. Looked great. It was a fun tournament. Just scrambles can take some time, and the group ahead of us was taking their time. They were about 2 holes behind the group ahead of them, which is not great in a scramble. However, we had fun. It was myself, Eric Strickland, Jay Foreman, and Amon Green played in the foursome. We shot a 11 under 60. We finished 3rd place in the tournament. I got to tell you, if you don't know how those guys can play, Jay Foreman's got some game. Jay can play some golf. Jay's actually was by far and away of us 4 the best wedge player by far. In scrambles, you got to hit wedges.
Got to hit wedges.
You know that.
Absolutely.
Got to hit. Jay rarely misses drive. The fairway on his drives. Always about 280 down the middle. Very, very reliable. He doesn't have any weaknesses on the golf course. Jay's solid. Strick was getting a little tired the last 3 holes because it's been 5 hours in the heat in the golf course. But he had some good shots, some good drives, had made some big putts, a couple good chips in there also. And Amon's kind of a beginner, but you would appreciate this, Bill. Amon was having some difficulties all day getting off the tee. He was kind of like hitting it about, skying it high, hitting about 100 yards. Yeah. But on a par 5, we were all not, Jay was in okay shape, but Amon pipes went from about 235 middle of the fairway to 10 feet. After he had some chunks and some tops, he just lasers one, a little nice draw. He's a lefty. And he hit one to about 10 feet. We missed the eagle putt, but he still made a great shot.
Think you're playing with the NFL
it was,
and NBA talent right there.
It was awesome. They were, they have great stories about their times in the league and also in college. And they would bring up some stories from back in the day with, how it was in college and playing football, playing basketball. And like you said the other day, Strick, although he pursued basketball professionally, he was also a very, very talented football player at a high school.
So I ran into a very talented golf player here in Lincoln. People know his name. His name is Chip Romju.
Okay.
I ran into him yesterday. And he mentioned me that he is a member there at Wilderness Ridge.
Okay.
And I said, well, it's kind of nice now because they have a pool. He said, we don't have a pool. It's basically like a water park. He said, did you get a chance to see it? Did you see the pool? There's
yes.
a swim-up bar
Yes.
for adults.
Absolutely.
It sounded amazing.
No, if you've not been over there, Bill, you'd be blown away. Have you ever been to that course before? Ever?
Been to the course several times before. I've played the course and been to events out there. So now there's a whole new setup, which I have not seen the new setup. But I mentioned, oh, it's nice to have a pool. He's just like, and he wasn't like going like trying to brag on it too much. He goes, it's a water park.
It is a water park. They have a lazy river that is very popular. They do have this swim-up bar, and they also have a couple, I think 2 or 3 different slides out there, and in a good sized pool in general. So that place has changed a ton. It looks great. They have also a brand new like clubhouse behind the big lodge that they have there. So they've done some big upgrades to make that a private place now.
I need to go check that out.
Check it out,
but it
Bill.
was great seeing Chip, and also hearing about Wilderness Ridge was really impressive because that was, like I said, that was a place that when I was here, the middle time coaching, I was there 3 different times, was the middle time. That was a very popular area out there. But one of the things was always, they don't have a pool. There's no pool here.
Now they have a pool.
Now they have a pool.
Large area, a large pool area. And it got pretty popular. When we left about 3:30 or so, 4 o'clock, very busy pool area. It was a nice warm day.
And also, it has to be a great setup with trying to take your kids to some place during the summertime.
Yes.
So I need to go check that out.
I
was impressed when Chip talked me through that.
I told you before the show too that I know you don't want to be on the course forever, but then you go from playing 5 hours and 45 minutes there.
Yes. What happened next?
And then we had golf league, which
where was that at?
Woodland Hills and Eagle.
Okay.
Now we usually tee off about 6. There was a little weather out there, so about 6:15 we got underway before the rain went away. I left the golf course, my last hole, at 9:05. 9:05, Bill.
That's all. So
I teed off.
What was the total hours of golf?
So that's 10 a.m. start at Wilderness Ridge, done by just shy of 4. And then you'll go try to prep the show for today. Go drive to Woodland Hills on the course for just shy of 3 hours. So we're talking about almost 9 hours of golf because about 6 at Wilderness Ridge. I got a little tired toward the end there, as you might imagine.
I would think so.
And you could ask my partner and our playing partners. I got a little cranky. I was getting a little cranky.
You do get cranky. We see you get cranky here before.
Well, this morning.
You were cranky this morning coming in.
This morning I couldn't print the rundown.
We had no toner.
There's the black DP, Rebecca, Mark, if you're listening, the black toner's out.
We have no toner.
We need some black toner. I can't print.
I come in. So Jake always has a rundown sheet for us for what we're going to go over. We have discussed the rundown is emailed.
Yep.
We all did work on it. Me, Jake, Sip will look through it. We talk about it. We text other things back and forth, get it all set. Then the morning you come in, it's there, and then I write my notes down immediately on the rundown. Hey, I had was a blank piece of paper. That's all I had was a blank piece of paper. I'm like, that was it.
Jake, what's going on here, man?
That's all I had, a blank piece of paper.
And I did that because you like to write your notes for Bill's Thrills on the back. So I said, well, I can at least give you a piece of paper to write down Bill's Thrills. I was going through hell and back to try to fix the printer situation. I got here like at 5:05 this morning. So I didn't come here yesterday after the golf. I had to get some stuff done. And I was trying to just simply print the rundown. And it said, okay, you're out of the cayenne color and you're out
magenta.
Of magentas. We had magenta.
We have magenta.
We're low on yellow, but we still have it. We're completely out of black, out completely. Yeah. And we had no cayenne or cyan. I think it's cayenne. Is it CYAN? Cyan? Cayenne?
I don't know.
Whatever. Anyways, so I replaced that one thinking, okay, maybe I can print in blue. And you should have seen me. I had a red font. I had a blue font. I had like a purple. Couldn't print it. Won't print. Needs the black in there to print. So
that's it.
No rundown.
I know this though. The energy in the building when I got here was electric. This one like that because Bella's here.
Yes,
Bella
Nick's
is
here too.
Nick is here like that. So we have people working together. Obviously, in the ticket here, Bella's our new producer.
She is
for taking over for Josh, and just got back from an unbelievable run at nationals for track. She's the best track women's athlete ever at Nebraska Wesleyan.
And she's right here.
And she's right here working for us.
Look at her. Look at her.
Right here.
She's blushing. You made her blush over there.
She is the best women's track athlete ever at Nebraska Wesleyan. She's here working with us.
And she got here at 5:30 today. She was
incredible.
Here early today.
And when I walked in, I said it was. But I could feel the the energy.
Something
was different. And now we're kind of back to normal and having a producer at that. So thank you for being here, Bella.
Makes my life a lot easier. So thanks, Bella. We appreciate that.
And then thank you, Nick, for being in here.
Yeah, I didn't expect Nick to be in the building.
Doesn't have to be here, correct?
No, he
does not have to be here.
So I was kind of walking Bella through the producing stuff here, and I think she understood what I was going for. It wasn't exactly, it's not the hardest job over there, and she gets that. But Nick's here in case she needs any help at all. So I appreciate Nick, and thankful for Nick. He's been a great asset to this station for a long time. So, and then last night also quickly on Idle Chit Chat, your Las Vegas Golden Knights. Not just they didn't just win
7-2.
They pummeled the Florida Panthers 7-2.
I want them to win, obviously.
Right.
I don't want the other time. This one is different than basketball. I wouldn't mind them. I wouldn't mind a game. It was 4-0 in the first quarter. In the first period, I think it was 4, maybe 2-0, but it went to 4. It was out of hand. It was out of hand very quickly. So I enjoy that part. But I would, when you watch two teams skating in the third at 2-2, that's great.
Wasn't the first game tight though?
It was. It got away. It went in 4-2, 4-2 or 5-2 late. It got
I feel
away.
like that was in doubt in the third period.
If you get into a game, when you get into a tie game in the third period, that's fun to watch. It's fun to watch, and it wasn't that last night. Obviously, my team, Sydney's team, my oldest daughter, that's where this whole thing goes from. But we have a lot of people watching Vegas because of us. So,
well, we know you're a true fan because you have a jersey.
I have a jersey.
You wore it in here one time.
I've had the jersey.
It says Busch on the back.
Busch in the back. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It looks good.
Yeah.
You haven't worn it yet. Will you win it? Will you wear it if they win the cup?
Absolutely. Yes,
surprised you haven't worn it since then.
Which is the best.
How could you hide? That's a very handsome looking jersey.
It is handsome.
You've only worn it one time.
Well, I've worn it before. I wear it around the house quite a bit.
Do you?
Yeah, I wear it around the house.
Well, if they win it all, I expect you to wear that the next day here.
A lot of times if they're playing in Sydney's and Omaha, we both put our jerseys on. And there's a lot of texting going back and forth on what's going on with power plays and this and that. There's a lot of rule things that Sydney helped me out with, so I enjoy that.
Good. Last thing on Idle Chit Chat, you'll appreciate this. Today, June 6th, my mom's 62nd birthday.
That's incredible.
Stephanie's 62nd
Will Stephanie
birthday.
be listening to the show
I think
today?
she's probably listening right now.
That's incredible.
I think she is. 62 years old today.
Stephanie, there's been a situation, I think, that your son has talked about, that ever since we hit the song Delta Dawn,
oh God,
that your
husband,
and you had been playing it over and over and over again in the house.
That's right.
And
my dad is addicted to that song.
And he can sing every word to Delta Dawn, and he hadn't sang it for years, right?
He hadn't.
And all of a sudden it hit, and he knew every word.
My dad has something I would call as lyricosis, which I got myself, where you make up words to songs. You know how they go. You can know some song, some words.
You almost know the word singers from Saturday Night Live,
right? Yes. But as Sip would tell you, I mess up so many lyrics to many songs. Like, no, that's not the lyrics. That's not the lyrics. That's not the lyrics. I'm like, that's how I sing it, man.
That's how I sing it.
That's how it is to me.
Well, you know what words do to me.
Yes,
I struggle with
words. Are tough for Bill.
You're exuberant.
Livid,
baby.
Bill is livid. The Pendragons.
Title Town.
Title Town. They're on top of things. That's Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by Newton's Lawn Care. Andrew and his team, great people. Call them today at 402-440-6297 for a free quote for 2023 lawn fertilizer program. Andrew, Newton's Lawn Care.
What a job they do. Like I said,
he's the man.
He hand-delivered fertilizer to me on a Saturday. Unbelievable.
That's incredible.
And that's going to go down today. We're going to put some down today, this afternoon. So I'm excited about that.
I'd like to know your thoughts on this, Bill, because you, of course, are a long-time successful coach in college football. Now, I saw this, so Sip and Sean Callahan and the crew of Husker Online are down at the satellite camp. Like you said, they're going from Waco to Houston today.
Yes,
you said?
They're in Houston, yes.
So they had the chance to talk to Matt Rule yesterday. Matt Rule was available to Sip and Sean and the guys from Husker Online, and they were talking about some things, but I thought this caught my eye and the people's eyes who read the story also, is that Matt Rule says Nebraska is going to go old school this year to start off fall camp, and they're going to have both players and coaches live at Selleck dorm at UNL, the quadrangular there, for at least 12 to 14 days, from July 30th through, I guess 2 weeks of camp, basically. It's not just the players. You're not going to be in your off campus apartments or houses. You're going to be living at Selleck. with the coaches as well. How would you handle living on campus for 2 weeks as a coach right now, Bill?
I think it'd be great.
I think you kind of like that.
The reason I would like it the most is just because of where Selleck is located and where my house is located. So it's like bonus sleeping. When you can leave the office whatever time you leave that night, which is never a short day, and the next day starts very early, just to fall asleep, you're fine. You can sleep as a coach. It's like that doesn't bother you at all. So you're actually gaining time to be able to do that, to be able to say, hey, I'm just going to go. Like Steve Ensminger forever at LSU slept in the office. He said he had one of those blow-ups. Didn't go home because it was like you got an extra hour of sleep almost by the time you go get in your vehicle, drive home, get situated, get to bed, get back up. You actually got an extra hour of sleep by staying in the office. And so I don't think that would be a bad thing for a coach or for the players. It's very organized. That helps a bunch. The one thing that I don't know if it's different now, the one thing I don't know is that one of the reasons at times that you would, at places I've been, that we didn't put the players in the dorms was financial, and not financial for what you spent for what you couldn't give them. Here was the point being, if you put them in, like we did at Rutgers about 5-6 years ago, they were in the entire camp, 30 days, put them into a hotel. And so it's a little better than probably the dorms. The dorms are really nice now. So very similar situation, similar. Well, when you do that, you can't give your players cost of living because at the time you couldn't give them cost of living. So several places I've been, we went and did not have the players in the dorms because we could give them a check for their living expenses of what they had to have during that time. Does that make sense?
Yes.
If they're living at home, if no one's you're not housing them, you can give them money to house them. So they got checks. So that was always nice for the student athletes, especially if they're on scholarship. A lot of time the scholarship check didn't come in that month of August. So that was one thing that stood out. I don't know how that rule still lays out. I'm not sure if that's still the case with it. Not sure, but that was one of the reasons where some places I was at that the head coach would choose to keep them out was simply because it helped the players financially tremendously. Also, they can also give checks to walk-ons if they're expected to be there, but they're not on scholarship. So for housing there, you could do that. So both ways I see is a very positive. As a coach, I would love it. Even as players, again, very simple to get back and forth. Now they live a lot closer, and a lot of those players don't live a long ways away. It's also helps you a lot with being efficient, making sure that, hey, everyone's up. They're up off the next morning. They're to treatments, whatever they have to be able to get done, and then everyone's in the same spot, and then just having people together is a plus. So I've always been a fan of having camp or going away to camp. Wisconsin was my favorite when I was there. The first time I was at Wisconsin, we would go to a place. There's a Catholic church where we'd go to, and it was a place where we would go to where they would train priests.
Well,
and it was huge. Well, it was all the coaches had their own room there, and then there was enough rooms it was like dorm style living. Well, for coaches, it was unreal because same thing. You're living right at the complex, not even the dorms. You lived at the practice complex. So from where your room was to actual practice was like 20 seconds away.
Just tumble out of bed.
So you did. You got out of bed, do the things. You did your thing at night. There was a little social room for the coaches. They could go down to one of these rooms like that if they want to have some snacks or whatever at the end of the day. But I really enjoyed that a lot. That was probably my favorite one to be able to do.
Yeah, I wonder also with the Selleck thing for 12 to 14 days. Obviously this is a goal for unity, to try to get unison with the team, and I have to think that a player would probably expect a coach to go back to where he lives, go back to his home where he lives in town. So it's got to mean something for them to say, wow, you're actually going to be here for 2 weeks too. Not just us, not in our nice little off-campus apartment and housing, but you're going to be here too. That's got to mean something in terms of respect for that staff, I would think, right?
You get a chance to go through, you get a chance to see guys at night, talk to them casually. It's not so much, hey, let's go over this one more time as far as what's going to happen tomorrow. It's more have everyday conversations with them in the dorms, in the elevators, wherever it's at, be around each other more. So I think it's a great idea. I think it's brilliant.
So there's the kind of the big news of yesterday. It was one of the big things. Also, for per Matt Rule, Xavier Betts officially is fully eligible for the season. Arik Gilbert, tight end, not sure about the waiver yet. We're not sure about his eligibility as of right now. As of yesterday, unsure about that.
Gotcha.
For tight end.
That's good to have Xavier back. I really enjoy the young man. I think he'll do a great job for him.
Yeah, I mean, that's a guy that when you look at the receiver room, I think you still forget about him because he wasn't here last year. When you think, okay, you got Billy Kemp coming in from Virginia, you got a couple other guys, but if Xavier Betts can be as good as he was 2 years ago, now he wasn't amazing, but he had some moments that he was really good. Like against the Penn State game 3 years ago, the COVID year, he was outstanding in that game. He was great. He was a difference maker. He's got wheels. He's got speed. If he can get back to being that type of player and be it consistently, then you'll have something from him there, something special potentially.
Absolutely, and hopefully he can add something on special teams also.
But so again, today we'll hear exactly what happens with the next camp that Sip and Sean are at in Houston.
Yes, it was fun to talk to him, and Sip enjoyed it, so it was very good. He got a chance to talk to a lot of people. He said they kind of had a full access pass to every place they wanted to be in at the camp and who they were visiting with. So that part was good. And so I'll be interested to hear about the humidity because Houston's the most humid town in the world. And so I'm anxious to hear how that goes.
See if he's dying out there in the field.
I miss the humidity. I mean, down in Baton Rouge, it was real. I drove to work probably 100 days a year with the wipers on, and it wasn't raining. You had to have the wipers on driving in.
That bad.
That's how humid it was.
Bad.
And it wasn't like hit them once and you're good. No, you had them on the whole way in. That's how humid it was.
Why?
Yeah.
These consistent
your skin
wipers.
felt great, though.
Is that right?
Yeah,
I'm sure it did.
You did. It was great for your skin.
Disappointed I didn't get any food pictures from Sip yesterday.
I addressed the situation with him last
did?
night.
What did he say?
I addressed how you just sent the picture, how he sent the picture of the empty plate. Ribs.
I can show it to you right now.
Yeah.
I didn't show it to you yesterday.
Yeah, I addressed
what
it
did
with
he
him.
say?
I said we talked about it on air. He said two things we talked about. So we talked about Bullet. We talked about the picture you sent of the meal after you were done. There it is.
Listen,
there
these are
is.
cleaned off bones. It's
Look,
a cleaned off corn on the
but
cob.
look at the corn on the cob. It looks scary a little bit the way he attacked that thing.
Well, have you ever seen him eat a cupcake before? He just goes right in. Doesn't take the wrapper off. He just goes right in.
Right in.
Eats the top of it. So this does not surprise me. It's not exactly.
Does not either. Does not surprise
done
me one
well,
bit.
but concern. Yeah, I hope that we get a food picture today, or not a post food picture. Didn't get that at all from Sip.
Yes. The one thing I would advise to the players,
okay,
and coaches too, for going into the dorms. I'm sure they have good pillows. Bring your own pillow.
Oh God, yeah.
Bring your own pillow. My parents, for their entire life, they have like these special feather. They have unbelievable pillows, and they've traveled with them for 50 plus years. And so if they go to a hotel, they always bring in their own. That's always the big thing. Leaving the hotel, make sure we have the pillows. The pillows, they don't even hotel pillows. Marriott doesn't matter. They bring their own pillows.
Yeah, I kind of had that. I had that mindset for a while, and then the pillows were okay. So I stopped doing that. But the problem is that the one time you don't bring it, you're going to have crap pillows again. It's like, yep, this is terrible.
Yeah. So my parents always travel with their own pillows. So that would be the one thing that I'd be packing that would mean the most to me would be the pillows. That would be a big ad for me.
We stayed at an Airbnb in Miami back in January. Airbnb.
On your trip to Hawaii?
Right, on that one.
Yes.
That, I kid you not, the only pillows they had there were the decorative ones. Like, it was like, it didn't make any sense. Like, what, you can't sleep on this pillow. This pillow is meant just for looks. Where's the actual pillows at? And so I tried to sleep on the decorative pillow, and like I just like had marks all over my face because it's like, it was
I would have loved to
designed.
woke up and see your face
It's
just
like,
smashed.
what's wrong with you? What happened to you?
So did you guys go out and purchase pillows?
No,
You just fought through it?
I said we're gonna fight. I mean, I don't need to buy a pillow and just leave it.
You
here.
think that's where things started making the turn with the marriage?
Yeah, it's right then and there. It's when things went south in the marriage.
Bella, just so you know, Jake's having some marital problems.
They claim
He's
they
working
claim
through
it.
them. He's
We're
working
actually
through them.
fine.
Just got some issues.
Yeah, she's gonna
prayers. Say some prayers.
Prayers up. Prayers up for me.
Simple sends that every day usually.
He does. Yeah. And now you've really got him going on the points are up to the text
get
above.
the point up. Yes,
now it's really got to a point where it's almost annoying when he does it at this point.
Yes,
every time he does
every time.
You did it once in a while.
Yep.
I mean, it was like, okay, not every time. Now it's like
every time.
Every text, point up. Look at that right there. It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
He's a handful for us.
He is a handful. But Sip will be back on Thursday. We're here holding it down through tomorrow.
I can't wait to do the game show.
Yeah, Bill was in a really, really good mood yesterday when he had to do the game show. I believe I have catered the game show to you today. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I will give you no hints. I think that you will smile.
If Nick is here, I can bring Nick in from my lifeline.
I don't think he's going to help you out.
That's
my tease.
So it is people from Pender.
This is not famous Pendragons. It is not that at all.
Okay, we'll see how we do.
However, it is it's something that you will smile and appreciate.
Okay,
and
we'll take
you will have a chance
I'll
today.
Have a chance at least.
In the game show,
I felt yesterday if I answered so firmly and quickly that it would work better.
Confident answers are better than a long answer, a long wait, and then a stupid answer.
Yeah, exactly.
A bad answer is fine if you answer it quickly and right, and confidently, which you did. Just put wrong on all those ones there.
Just wrong.
Before we get to break, a reminder: if you are going to the College World Series, Bill, it's a big event coming.
I will
to
go.
Omaha,
I will be down
every year. The Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha is the 11th annual Men's College Baseball Championship Series hospitality tailgate with fun-filled and exciting experience for college baseball fans. They have various amenities such as a lot of seating options, tailgate games, an all-inclusive bar with a buffet, 18 TVs showing baseball games. It's the perfect way to enjoy the championship series. This is at 1001 Cass Street, so that's the north side of the Hilton Omaha.
This is where I wish that our viewership and listeners wish we had higher numbers. Because if we did, we would have got the invite to go.
Our show.
We did not get the invite.
Can't
to
do
go.
6 a.m. up there, apparently.
Yeah.
So it's the corner of 12th and Cass. blurparties.com/Omaha. This starts the 16th of June, so that's 10 days away. Goes to the 24th. It's open 10:30 a.m. to midnight. And here's the big deal, Bill. This is why this is a big deal. Because you go if you go for $69, you can be there all day from 10:30 to midnight. Lunch and dinner buffet, all you can eat. All you can eat. Load up. Soda, water, and a cash bar. $99, lunch and dinner buffet, again, all you can eat. Soda, water, beer, wine, and cash bar. So everything besides mixed drinks are included. And then for $119, lunch and dinner buffet, soda, water, beer, wine, and mixed drinks, everything for a full day, $119.
Why would you not do the full
That's
day of
so
everything?
cheap.
That's unreal.
That's a great deal.
Yes.
So again, if you want to do it for your corporate parties, just go up for yourself. Go to blurparties.com/Omaha. They're filling up fast. 402-882-2448. Plan now. Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha. This is at 12th and Cass, the corner. It's going to be a great time. I'll be up there, not for the show, but to enjoy the time.
Are you doing the 119?
Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, 119. Come on, what do you think I am here? I'm not going to go for the.
Yeah,
if there's everything included for 119, I'm taking the 119.
Take the 119. That's I'm telling everybody. That's what you want to jump into.
That's what you need to do, Bill. blurparties.com/Omaha. The College World Series, just 10 days away from starting up in Omaha.
It's exciting. There's a bunch of good teams.
And LSU is looking pretty good.
They have a chance. They're in it.
LSU looks solid.
That would be the big fan base favorite because what they bring for a crowd is unique.
That would make Omaha fans very happy.
Yes.
When we come back, Bill, there's a situation, a new stadium in the NFL that should be a dome. That's not a dome. We'll talk about that next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Brian at Midwest Bank, and we've been proudly serving clients in the Lincoln community since 2008, and we're excited to open a second location in January 2024 at 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Our new branch will provide all the convenient services you're looking for in a bank, along with the friendly staff we're known for. Whether you're starting a business or expanding your business, our team is here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com, member FDIC.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400. Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices. You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and we are celebrating a record sales month in April, and we're going to let it roll and crank up in the month of May. We have some big discounts and special interest rates going on this month on selected new in-stock Sierras and Silverados. Buy a new Silverado or Sierra, get $3,000 off or 1.9% interest. You heard right, $3,000 off or 1.9% interest. We have outstanding specials on all of our new and pre-owned GM certified units. So stop on in and see us or check us out online at cobblecars.com. You'll be glad you did. New discount must trade in and finance with Roof Credit.
There's never been a better time to earn more on your checking account. Open a free Kasasa Cash checking account with Liberty First Credit Union and earn up to 5.5% APY for up to $40,000. It's simple. Open your Kasasa Cash checking account online or stop into any of the 4 Lincoln locations or Seward and Omaha branches. Liberty First makes switching easy, and Kasasa checking is always free. See libertyfirstcu.com for details. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose.
This is Bud Seinhorst, President and CEO of LIBA, the Lincoln Independent Business Association. Join us every Saturday from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket for the LIBA Business Hour, as we discuss local business and highlight those who are thriving in the Lincoln area. It's the LIBA Business Hour, Saturdays from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Old School with DP and J.
How many do you think Bud has left in it?
Bud's the only one that knows, but I would imagine that Bud is at the one. He's trying to be the best fighter in the world. Period. Like until somebody's going to have to take that from him, and I'm not sure that anybody can. I don't know if Spence can. Spence would love to be that person, but Bud Crawford has denied people forever.
93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jake.
Jake, you're a freaking nutcase.
Brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Thank you for the text reminder from Nyla. Yes, just want to plug that not only Blur parties we got coming up today, Bill, 10 to 6, 10 a.m., 6 p.m. we'll be at Buffalo Wings and Rings, 40th and Old Cheney for Customer Appreciation Day. 59-cent wings all day and $5 domestic pitchers of beer.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'll repeat that. 59-cent wings all day. $5 domestic pitchers. Buffalo Wings and Rings, 40th and Old Cheney location.
How much is this upset, Sipple?
Probably a lot.
A lot.
We can get us 5 wings for like
Yes.
nothing, basically, and then get a cheap
This would be
pitcher
a
of beer.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah, be a fun time out there at Buffalo Wings and Rings. We have a phone call to get to before we get into our topic here.
Nice.
Greg in Milford, you're on an early break. What's on your mind, Greg?
Greg.
Hey, how you guys doing this morning?
Good,
Great.
Greg.
Thanks for calling in.
No, I had 2 comments on your printer situation.
Okay,
Yes.
please.
$50 says it's an Epson printer and throw it in the garbage.
Okay, it is Epson. That is what it is. Okay.
Okay, there's one.
Oh, they're the only printer that you cannot print in color if your black is out.
Well,
I did not. We did. Well,
you have
we did
pegged
know
the-
that until this morning.
You have pegged the proper printer. That's what we have here.
Because I usually run the printer, and so I let Jake do it today.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Bill is the
And
the
then-
printer king.
Yes.
And then your pillow situation, take the works Milk Compton, no free shout out. Best Western has the best pillows and TV service around. That's all I say when I travel.
Best Western.
Best have the best pillows. Wow, I didn't know that.
Pillows and TV. They have satellite cable like DirecTV at all their hotels.
That's very good to know because when you're traveling, like obviously you do, that means a lot. And then so you're booking things ahead. You're always Best Western, and I have stayed in some great Best Westerns.
Hell yeah.
I really have stayed in some that are just outstanding. And so let me ask you, I have favorite hotels. Is there a favorite Best Western where you're like, this is where I'd like to? It's like me, I want a vacation at Borders in Grand Island.
That's a spot.
That's my spot, right? That's where I like to spend a week. What Best Western would be your spot, Greg?
There's one, I can't remember the exact town in eastern Oklahoma, but it's right on some big bass lake down there that the Bass Masters is always on.
Really?
On the eastern side of Oklahoma, and that was probably the nicest Best Western I've ever been to. That one, or there's one up in South Dakota that's like a lodge.
I was going to
now
say
we're talking.
a lodge,
Hotel.
What's
I'm heading to Williston, North Dakota right now, so I got 2,500 mile round trip in 3 days. So we'll go see what that Best Western's like.
Well, I'm excited to hear about
Please
that.
report back.
Could
on
you please
that
take a
one.
picture of the breakfast and send it in tomorrow if you're going to be up there
Oh,
tomorrow?
I could definitely shoot you the continental breakfast.
If you could send us a
That's
picture
very
of the
important.
breakfast, that'd be great to know. I always like to know how well they have the waffles set up and what they think on that. Is it pre-poured? Those type of things. I'd like to know. Also, go ahead, Greg.
Speaking of that, I caught your guys' podcast last week when I was traveling. You ever get into the hotels that have the pancake factory maker?
I was just going to say it. I was just going to say that.
I had it last weekend in Peoria.
It's
Illinois.
unbelievable.
Yeah, the Holiday Inn.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
You push the button, and within a minute, here comes
it's a
two
pancake
cakes.
factory.
Oh,
it's exactly what
incredible.
it comes
It's
out.
amazing.
Jake, were you in Peoria, Illinois?
I was.
Yes.
That Best Western in Peoria, Illinois is really good too. It's on the south side of the river.
I didn't go to that one. It was a Holiday Inn, but it was still great.
Greg,
though.
I was just going to mention that any of the hotels that still do the waffles compared to the Pancake Factory, they're dumb. The Pancake Factory is better. It's way better to go. And there's not near the mess. And it comes, you get a perfect one every time. You're not really in charge. You're actually cooking. You just press the button and a pancake. It'd be so cool to have at your house.
And walk away.
Yeah, I'd love to have
That'd
it
be nice.
at
Need
our
to make
house.
that happen.
We have, also at our cabin, we took something from gas stations. Our cabin, we have roller dogs.
Don't.
At our cabin, we have a roller dog machine. So we have at all times at our cabin, there's 18 dogs rolling. We put them on. Oh yeah,
They bought one for the lake house.
yeah. You have to have one.
Roller dogs.
So at our cabin, we have. So whoever gets up
Need a
first,
dog? Who needs a dog?
You need a dog. Whoever makes the coffee in the morning also has to start the dogs. And then
That's
we
gotta
do
be you,
this.
isn't
It is
401.
and we
It's you.
also the same thing is that you have to build to make sure that you have the rotation of the dogs. It's like the new ones go on back.
See, that's why you have to be in charge of this. You want to be in charge of this. You know this, Bill.
the sheer giddiness that sets into my body when I go into like a QT and you see all the rollers going and they've got everything. It's like they've got cheeseburgers, they've rolling, they've got hamburgers, not hamburgers, but jalapeno dogs, all the different things.
Dogs,
Then they got chicken, they have buffalo chicken, they have everything. It's the excitement that goes through my chest when I walk into a QT and I see just 8 rollers. It's everything.
You love it so much you had to bring it to the cabin.
The cabin has it now.
The cabin
has
has
it.
And Have you ever been to Quick Star in Iowa and Wisconsin?
Quick Star, I don't believe I have.
They put QT and come and go to shame.
Really?
Well,
that says a lot.
that's
Now
a
it's a
big
bold
deal.
statement.
It's a
I
big
know
deal.
this. Sipple called me yesterday and discussed that he'd been to Buc-ee's.
Oh yeah,
Been
Buc-ee's
to
is
a
a big
Buc-ee's.
deal.
Buc-ee's is the kind of place. So the first 10 minutes you're in, you just walk around. You just
That big?
you just check it out. You see, hey, what are my options here?
That's how I feel about Wawa down in like Florida. Those are awesome.
I'm
gas
not a
stations.
Wawa
You don't
guy.
like Wawa?
When I first moved to New Jersey, and then it was like, hey, New Jersey and Pennsylvania, Philadelphia area, everybody's like, oh, Wawa.
Okay. So Buc-ee's is way better than Wawa. I've never
in
been
my
to Buc-ee's.
opinion.
Okay.
In
all right.
my opinion, that's just
All right.
me. Not gonna.
Greg, thank you, Greg. We appreciate the
Greg,
phone
thank you.
call.
That Best Western.
You guys have a good day.
All
Thanks. What a great call.
Talking about Best Western. Here's the funny thing. So
Funny haha or funny weird?
No, funny haha.
Okay.
So the text line, Greg says he can't remember the town in Oklahoma. Eastern Oklahoma. We got 3 different people that chimed in with different places. That
Really?
could be. It could be the Best Western Timber Ridge in Grove. I got 2 of those.
Timber Ridge. Doesn't that sound like a lodge?
I'm gonna guess it's that one because 2 people said that, and then somebody else said there's a different town. But there are several people that have said that it is the. It's Grand Lake. This one says Grand Lake.
Grand Lake.
It's either Grove or Grand Lake that Greg's talking.
This is the first person I've met with that type of a commitment to Best Western. That
I never heard that
I just
before.
appreciate it. I'm sure he's got a point system, everything.
Yeah.
So very excited about it. He travels to good places: South Dakota, North Dakota, Oklahoma. That's where I want to travel.
You're right, though.
I like that.
I've never heard anybody praise a Best Western.
Yeah,
I'd
they're
say it's
best
the
pillows
it's
ever.
the only place they stay at. Best pillows, best good breakfast.
It was literally
good
coming out of
TVs.
my mouth when I was going to say at the Waffles about the Pancake Factory. Because if you've ever be part of one of those, it changed your life. It's unbelievable.
Henry says $3,000 for a pancake maker.
$3,000 what it costs.
That's not bad, right?
It's probably not bad. It's probably not a bad
As
deal.
long as it doesn't require a ton of maintenance, like a lot of fixing, like a lot of problems, and that's probably worth the investment.
So I think right now, let's just say we got one at our cabin. It'd be hard to be like, hey, I got to run this into the pancake fixer like that. It'd probably be hard to find that person. Like, what is it? I don't know. You take a look at it.
He's out in California.
He's in California. That's who fixes these.
I'd take it out there.
Yeah,
ship it out there. It costs $3,000 to ship it.
I think that'd be hard, but those are just. I'd like to hear from the breakers if they have ever had the Pancake Factory because it changed your life.
It's
it
awesome.
Really
Well,
does.
the Holiday Inn had it, and I had it 3 days in a row.
Yeah,
3 days in a row every morning. Same thing. Great stuff.
How many pancakes you have? 2?
Yeah, I should have. It spits out 2. It comes 2 at a time. I should have probably had 4.
Yeah,
because
they're more of the silver dollar size.
Yeah,
they're the in between. They're a modest size pancake, but I think that's all structure wise, just on how the mechanics of it.
I think you're probably right.
That part of it.
Somebody said that the pancake machine stopped working after I used it, though. I didn't break it. Don't blame me for this. It was not me. I pushed the button. Someone said they pushed it like 6 times, like 12. Accidentally, they thought it came out right away.
Right away?
No. These make the pancakes. It's not like it spits it out like that. They have to make the
There weren't pancakes. He's shooting out on the floor.
So there was they had 12 pancakes come out. Like, stop it. Come on. That's what probably ruined the machine was that, not me.
You almost need a person that stands there, that works there, that just discusses how to
push. Just wait.
Press it once.
Patience. It's coming in a minute.
It's coming
just
in
easy. Be patient here.
Yes.
Saw this yesterday, Bill. And I think we had.
I don't know what's coming next. You know why?
I know, the rundown.
I don't have a rundown
because the printer is.
We don't have any
toner.
toner.
As Greg said, Epson computers, printers stink.
Yeah, so we don't have anything printed. I just have a blank piece of paper in front of me.
Here we go. The Buffalo Bills broke ground yesterday on what's going to be a $1.54 billion stadium. What do we know about Buffalo? It snows a lot. They've had to move games in the last couple years. They played a game in Detroit a year or 2 ago.
There's so much snow in the stands, right? They couldn't get the snow out of the stands.
They could not. I mean,
Lake effect.
They have like 8 feet of snow sometimes in these snowstorms, and it's a great home field and home field advantage, but it also is dumb. It's a little bit over the top. Now, the Buffalo Bills, this new design of the stadium, has a little bit of a cover up top, but it's an open field basically. So they're going to have still snow problems, and we have said forever, retractable dome. Or a dome. If you're going to play in the north, Minnesota has a dome. The Vikings have a dome. The Lions have a dome. I understand your desire to make it a home field advantage, but shouldn't every new stadium in the north have a dome, Bill? retractable.
I would sure like
it's
it.
$1.54 billion. You can't find a retractable.
The only
dome
one
in
I
there.
would push back on, like I told you this yesterday, was Lambeau Field.
Sure.
I'd push just because of the the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. I would always have a pushback just out of nostalgia in that type of situation. That'd be it. For it not to be retractable, I don't.
Come on, man. Come on, Bo. It's almost $2 billion. You can't find retractable roof in there.
And they've had, just remember, this is a town where several times they've had to have snowmobiles go pick up players to bring them into the complex because they couldn't get in. There's that much snow. And so that's a lot. And a lot of times they can't get the snow out of the stadium. So if you could close it up, if nothing else, you'd want to close it when the snowstorm was, say it's on Saturday or a Friday, close it up so the snow, so they don't have to have these workers working nonstop just trying to get the snow out of the stands.
Yeah, that's about the field. The actual seats themselves. That's a pain in the
they
butt.
couldn't seat. That's why the games got canceled. They got the field cleared. They couldn't get fans in the. There was so much snow. So that would be a slight concern. And you can't ever say, in my opinion, like that, well, it's been such an advantage for that team to play in that weather and that type of year. That's not really true. That's not really true. The Bengals went up there and
they've won
and beat them there.
They did.
People have beat them in that spot. It's not first of all, the Bills have 0 Super Bowls, right?
They've played in 4. They lost 4 in a row.
Yeah. And that was, 30 years ago.
Yep.
So it's not like, well, we've had quite a tradition here. We just can't go away from it because we've just been winning so much. No, they haven't. So I would be much more. For myself, if I had to go to a game in December in Buffalo, I would love to have the dome.
I understand. Again, all I ask for is retractable roof. You don't have to have a full size. A dome is not required. But if it is going to snow, like you said, if it's going to cause your workers immense pain and struggle to get this thing to be playable, to actually have fans in the stands, to help pay,
and you're going to spend
for all of this,
almost $2 billion. $2 billion.
And you're going to still ride out the possibility of having to move a game to Detroit once in a while because you're so dumb and entitled to your home field advantage.
I'm supporting you on this full.
Thank you, Bill. Retractable. Push the button.
Push the button.
Push
that
button. not just here. Make it happen in Buffalo. Come on, Bills. Be better. Gary says maybe a roof couldn't handle that much snow. I think it probably could.
Oh, yeah. The way, just the structure of it, they'd have enough. What the old dome that used to be so bad was the one in Minnesota. That was almost like I'd say the word. It was actually like collapsible. It had the way that was built, where the snow really affected that. That doesn't happen anymore. You notice now with the Vikings' new dome, they don't have any issues with it, with how the snow can come off of it and be able to do. You can heat it.
You could, yeah. There's ways to make this possible. Buffalo, be better, be smarter, make it a dome. Make it a dome. Or you're gonna have another game played in Detroit, and that's your fault. Take all the fault for that. So that's on you. The text line 464-5685. Ryan says, "Heck no to domes, especially in the north." That's football weather.
Now there's some truth to
the
that.
Elements.
There's some truth to that, and until you ever actually have to, you have a team that can really throw the ball really good, and then you get a snowstorm and you can't throw it at all, then you lose. Then you're not that excited.
No, that one guy says, as a TV watcher, I want inclement weather for football.
Oh, TV, 100%. He's accurate.
Yeah, if you're not there,
if you're not there. Oh, yeah.
And if your team's not playing.
Yes.
Yeah, Dolphins, I don't want them playing the blizzard. That sucks. They did that in Buffalo and almost won this year.
Right now, if you're the Vikings fans, do you really want to see Justin Jefferson have to play on a sheet of ice?
No,
not really.
If that's how he gets hurt, that's going to piss you off.
No, it's really fun to watch him play.
Fun to watch him play.
It's really good.
Nice conditions.
Yeah, it's really good.
Let's keep that happening here.
So to be able to do that.
So Buffalo once again gets it wrong. They get it wrong. Be better, Buffalo. If you get a dome, maybe that's how you win your championship. Maybe the dome's the key to success for Buffalo. Keep doing what you're doing, though. No championship.
There's a lot of domes in the South. Think about that. New Orleans, Atlanta.
They've won. Atlanta did not.
Houston. There's a lot of domes down south in the nice weather. A lot of those are dealing with, especially in New Orleans, would be lightning and severe rainstorms.
The newest stadium, Vegas, dome. In Vegas, Allegiant Stadium is a dome. When we come back, song of the day and Bill's Thrills Bugaboo Tuesday. What's on Bill's mind today? That is next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you're interested in installing solar panels in Nebraska, there's a name you need to know. Solar by Alpine Electric is based out of Lincoln, and you can be sure your project will be handled with care and detail because Rick, the owner of Solar by Alpine Electric, will be involved in the entire process from start to finish. We're an REC Solar Certified Pro installer and handle jobs in Lincoln and the surrounding area. Let us show you real-time results in your area. Call Rick today at 402-440-4371. Solar by Alpine Electric.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back.
Sure.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
Hey Lincoln, this is Ramel Lloyd. I'm from the Boys and Girls Club. I've got some exciting news I want to share today for our youth. We're having a junior NBA camp coming up, June 12th through June 30th. The times are 11 a.m. to 4:15. We're going to have some exciting games, some great speakers, great guests. It's going to be a great time. So we want to see you out there. You can find the information at www.lincolnbgc.org. www.lincolnbgc.org. Full scholarships are available, so make sure you come out and check us out.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships. One with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
Spring is here, and Acres has special financing on all John Deere lawn tractors and zero-turn mowers. Get your yard looking great and use John Deere's wide selection of attachments to landscape your property to perfection. And for a limited time, with a purchase of a new John Deere mower, get up to $200 to apply to the steel power tool of your choice. From trimmers to chainsaws, gas or electric, Acres is your home for steel products and service. Acres, solutions for every field.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road. You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
This is Bud Seinhorst, President and CEO of LIBA, the Lincoln Independent Business Association. Join us every Saturday from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket for the LIBA Business Hour, as we discuss local business and highlight those who are thriving in the Lincoln area. It's the LIBA Business Hour, Saturdays from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Sunny skies this morning with afternoon cloud cover and a very slim chance of a pop-up shower. It will be a bit warm. We'll top out near 91, south winds at 10. Overnight mainly clear, low dropping down to around 64. We'll see a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. Hot again, the high of 92. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
if
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket
Once again, your song of the day. Just I'm trying to be a theme here, timely. You Time by Scotty McCreery, who was, again, announced yesterday as the act for the Volleyball Day in America at Memorial Stadium on August 30th. He'll be the concert after the volleyball. That is You Time from 2021 by Scotty McCreery. 464-568-51 is bad, 10 is good. Text your rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
Well, it wasn't Waylon or Merle Haggard. I'll tell you, that's not a Willie-based song. A little bubblegumish in a way. A little bit of a nice beat to it. With that, I'm going to go with a 2.446.
And I think that would be above what SIP would give that.
Yeah. SIP would have been in the ones on that.
Maybe. Might have been a 0.8 for SIP.
Yeah, something of that. And I'd like to touch on this, Scotty.
Yes, I'd love you to. Is this Bugaboo or not? Is this pre-Bugaboo?
This is pre-Bugaboo.
That's even bigger deal.
Just tell me when we can.
No, you do this, then I'll go to Bugaboo.
So I have said this a bunch before. People now, breakers, have heard me on the radio. I am very pro University of Nebraska. Not going to get up there when I've worked here 3 times and in front of the mic, how much I love the place, how awesome it is. And then now I'm no longer working there, so the place sucks. No, it doesn't. It's awesome. Pull hard for those football teams, for all the sports. I know all the coaches. Huge fan. The event that's set up for volleyball is insane. You're looking at 86,000 people.
Right.
They had to move the court, I think, to the middle now because they couldn't put it. It's just phenomenal. Hope they can break the all-time women's record, which was at the World Cup, I believe, for soccer. But still, just the whole event, you can't explain it. It's insane that there is going to get 86,000 fans there to watch Nebraska volleyball. Coach Cook, it's just one of the most epic events ever. And I'm not down on this guy, but Scotty McCreery, that's the best we could get for 86,000 people for the concert.
So I was told that this was going to be the act a few months ago, and I think that the thing got way bigger than they thought it was going to be. Like they thought maybe 40,000, 30,000, 40. Then they got to 86,000. So my thought is, did they keep with it? Was this the goal the whole time? Did they pursue something else?
I'd love to hear from the breakers. I mean, it's 86,000 people.
I'll tell you right now, this is the biggest crowd this guy will ever see. Ever, Scotty McCreery. He's a respected country act. He's a guy that people know, but this is not Garth Brooks out there.
Can you name 4 of his songs?
No.
Can you name 2 of his songs?
I should know 2. You Time and then.
No, you don't.
I should know.
So when the person only that Bella, can you name any of his songs? Bella says no.
Like, no, I don't.
She has 0 songs of him. 86,000 people, and I just couldn't. You would think there'd be anybody would just be like of big name would be like, I'll come in for that one. I'll come in and knock that one out of the park.
He has one song. Damn Straight is an okay song.
That's a good song.
It's about George Strait,
Yeah, I agree with that.
That one's pretty good. But he's going to have almost 90,000 people watching him in this concert.
If let's just ask the question, people, if he is at
PBA,
not PBA or just
he might be a Pinewood Bowl kind of guy.
Pinewood Bowl or Stir Cove.
Yeah,
does he sell it out?
No. He's going to go from
there'd be
5,000 to
there'd be about 1,500 people. He's going to get 86,000. That just kind of I think that's a little bit of a letdown for the fans.
Well, it is.
And again, not a personal shot at him. That's just kind of where you're. It would be like one of those things where it's like, hey, we're going to have one of the top comedians come in like that. Well, should it be we're gonna have a comedian work for 86,000 people? Should it be this or this or this? I mean, you want a name that's huge in that spot. You want a name that'd be just like, oh wow, this is incredible.
I just really hope for like Scotty's confidence sake, like you don't see like a massive exodus from the crowd before. And in 20 minutes we'll be ready for the concert. It's like, just please. Oh boy, there they go. They're gone.
Play the 2 songs right up front.
Yeah, and then get out of there. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, before Bill's Thrills, let me play Legal ID real quick, then we'll get to Bill's Thrills.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. the home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Well, you've already got one bugaboo just right there. How about the actual bugaboo? Bill's Thrills rejoin or open right now.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be bonanza. Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
We know that Tuesdays on Bill's Thrills are bugaboos. So, Bill, the floor is yours. And what is bothering you today?
Kind of came
There's
back.
the flip. There's the flip.
Something I talked about with my sister, Tammy Schindler, who is the wife of Steve Schindler, 7-time Nebraska Banker of the Year
at Midwest Bank.
At Midwest Bank, which I wore the hat because I support those who support us.
That's right.
And there's a lot of buzz about Midwest Bank and the cheap rates that they're lending money out right now for people who are home buyers. It's unreal. So get out there and get a hold of Brad. So I'm going to talk about the protein bar purgatory.
Oh, here we go.
Protein bar purgatory. The cost and the ridiculous finances it takes to eat healthy. So I stopped the other day at I stopped at a U-Stop, I believe it was.
Okay.
And this is not hammering a U-Stop. This is everywhere.
Just a gas station.
Just stop in like
store.
that. I go, you know what? Try that. I'm starving. I'm on my way somewhere and I'm starving. I'm on a little bit of health kick now. I'm working out at Farrell's. God love those guys, Jeff and Nicole. And I'm working on doing a lot of things. Trying to get ready. We got a lot of stuff going on. I got weddings going on. So I go, you know what? I'm just gonna get a protein bar. And it was probably about 6 ounces, really small.
Okay.
$3.99.
Yep.
$3.99. $1 for a Snickers, $3.99 for a protein bar.
Which is smaller than the Snickers?
Smaller.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm not even sure it's even that much better for me. It just made me feel better because I'm buying a protein bar.
It
says protein bar in it right there. Box of Little Debbie's, $1.99. Fabulous, tastes delicious. They're so good. Every brand of Little Debbie's is unbelievable. $1.99.
They don't miss. They don't miss.
Fans, think about it. It costs so much. Have you ever just get a salmon fillet sometime? Go out to eat someplace. I'll have the salmon. It's like $46.50 for it. It just I can get a cheeseburger for like $11 or $46.50 for the salmon. The price of healthy eating. I'm gonna eat clean. I'm going to eat healthy. That's great. You got to have 3 jobs. You got to have 3 jobs to be able to. There has to be a better way to be able to eat a little bit more healthy. Lean meat, same thing. Salads, brutal.
Oh, so expensive.
Brutal for what it costs. The Pop-Tarts, affordable.
Yeah, like $2.
Very affordable.
$2.
So good. Bella, you agree with that? Oh yeah, they're outstanding. Bella has to eat good. She's a top athlete, best women's track athlete ever. And I mean, Skyline Chili in Cincinnati or Louisville. You ever had that?
I've heard about it.
Oh, it's unbelievable. But guess what it is? Affordable. It's what it is. It's affordable. So that's my bugaboo is the protein bar purgatory of what things cost to eat healthy. Bella, would you agree with that when you go into some place?
If you go to a fast food restaurant, you get your burger and fries and drink for $7-8, right? You get yourself a salad. It's like $14.
I mean, anything of any. It can't be that expensive. It really can't be. Fruit. Just go buy some fruit. Check it out. Fruit's brutal. We still have fruit at our house. We have to have our fruit. We have to have our apples, our oranges. We have to have our things that we have. Strawberries. We go through a ton of strawberries. Throw a lot of strawberries away at our house also. But the cost of healthy eating is my bugaboo.
It's a great bugaboo. It's a problem right now. You try to eat healthy. Everyone says I want to eat healthy, but I can't afford it. I can't afford it. My grocery bill's like tripled at this point.
We just had a very healthy meal for our entire family. It's us and the 3 kids like that. And I made it at home. It was $400.
That was a good night.
That
was discounted.
It was discount night.
That was actually on sale over there. Big deal.
So it'll be interesting to see what the texters believe, the breakers, what they think. Again, I just it's disheartening not having Simple here for the original 2 right there, and so I'm just so happy to be a part of this.
Oh, we're happy to have you here, Bill. Okay, let's see. Randy says yes, man-made disaster. Thank you.
Yes,
thank you.
It's a pricey the protein bar purgatory.
Drew says, "Is Bella the Nebraska Wesleyan track legend?" Yeah, that's her.
Yes, that's her.
That's her. She's a legend in the flesh over
legend
here.
Right now. Me and Bella during timeout there, we talked about how she potentially, there's one other person that is right up there with her for the best track athlete ever, but we have voted on Bella.
Yeah, that's our vote. Yeah,
we voted. So I voted. It's Bella.
It's 2 votes here.
Yeah,
That's
2
for
votes
Bella.
here. It's for Bella, but still very proud of everyone that's ever went to a Nebraska Wesleyan, and be nice to get Eric Gedsfred in the Hall of Fame.
Brian in Florida says this, and this is something I agree with. You probably have a problem with, Bill. He says, Brian says, tell Bill to eat some oatmeal, super cheap, filling, and healthy. What do I eat every morning?
Every morning, you have your oatmeal. Every single morning.
And you think it looks gross? It smells bad?
No, I don't. You don't ever hear. That's more out of other people. I don't say much about it. You know,
you said it looks bad.
It looks bad when you're making it. Does. So here's my deal with oatmeal. It's like a salad. I will not eat a salad at home, but I'll eat a salad out. I want somebody to. Plus, the salad has to be one kind of lettuce, iceberg. If it's not iceberg, I won't eat it. Thank you, Bella. She agrees with that. The other leafy stuff, whatever that is, mixed greens, I freak out. Oatmeal is also the same way. I will only eat it if it's prepared. So, but
that's weird. I've never
some of the best oatmeal is at those continental breakfasts. They have the big tub of oatmeal, and hopefully it's just kind of thick. Oh, when I get that, I'm like right away. I go to the oatmeal immediately. That's where I go immediately.
I'm an avid oatmeal guy. I don't even steer. I don't do that.
I go right to
eggs
it.
And
but he's right. He is accurate with the oatmeal as far as being healthy. Hard to run into a U-Stop or a Casey's and get an oatmeal. Which makes it a lot harder.
Yeah, it's not.
So a lot of it has to do with that.
That's fair. Okay, that's a great Bills Thrills Bugaboo Tuesday, sponsored by Mid-Plains Advisors, Dirk, Scott, and Ty, your contacts for all your financial needs. Mid-Plains Advisors. Top of the hour next. Frank Solich on the ballot for the Hall of Fame in college football. Is his resume one that should be out, no doubt, in the Hall of Fame? We'll discuss that next on Early Break and the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400. Join us on Tuesday, June 6th at Buffalo Wings and Rings at 40th and Old Cheney for Customer Appreciation Day. Enjoy 59-cent wings all day and your favorite sports talk show hosts on the air from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Come hang out with us for Customer Appreciation Day on Tuesday, June 6th at the 40th and Old Cheney Buffalo Wings and Rings.
Honk if you love trucks and bucks. Hold it if you're in traffic, maybe not. Hey, we know you've been waiting for a while, but we're excited to announce that Trucks and Bucks is finally back. And this year, we're giving away 8 Atlas Blue 2023 Ford F-150 XLT Super Crew Flex Fuel trucks. So get to your nearest Nebraska Lottery retailer and play $2 Trucks and Bucks today. Ford F-150 is a registered trademark owned and licensed by Ford Motor Company. Top prize odds, 1 in 336,000.
Hi, I'm a volleyball. It's an okay life. I go back and forth about it. But I really wish I was a Nebraska Lottery Powerball or Mega Millions Mega Ball. See, all they have to do is mix around in a big plastic bubble and roll down a ramp, and then people win millions. What a great life. As for me, I get thrown around all day and have to worry about getting spiked, which is about to happen right now. Oh, ow! Couldn't you just do a nice, gentle tip?
The Nebraska Lottery. Top prize odds vary by game.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships, one with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodmen of America, touching lives, securing futures.
This is Bud Seinhorst, President and CEO of LIBA, the Lincoln Independent Business Association. Join us every Saturday from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket for the LIBA Business Hour, as we discuss local business and highlight those who are thriving in the Lincoln area. It's the LIBA Business Hour, Saturdays from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Need service on your home air conditioner? No matter what brand you have, just call Bryant, 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. But there are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at BeatriceBakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-on, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Old School with DP and J.
How many do you think Bud has left in it?
Bud's the only one that knows, but I would imagine that Bud is at the one. He's trying to be the best fighter in the world. Period. Like until somebody's going to take that from him, and I'm not sure that anybody can. I don't know if Spence can. Spence would love to be that person, but Bud Crawford has denied people forever.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans, so I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Tuesday. Steve Sipple once again out in Texas until tomorrow. We'll be back on Thursday. Bill Busch
He gets
here.
back in town safely tomorrow. He'll just be missing the show.
Okay.
He'll be back in town safely, and then we'll get a. And again, I will make sure tomorrow morning I have a bullet update immediately.
Maybe we'll
let
get
you guys know.
a food picture today from Sipple.
I would hope so.
Didn't get one yesterday. I felt a little left out. I was like, come on, man. I wanted a pre-food picture. Where's the barbecue at?
Yes.
Hour 2 sponsored by Midwest Bank, member FDIC, located in Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. Second location coming to 70th and Pioneers. And you are donning that fine red Midwest
With
Bank
my name
hat.
on the back, Coach B.
Coach B.
Yes. So I love the hat. Love Midwest Bank. Like I said, just check in with them. They're giving away a lot of discounts. Just mention the ticket, and they'll get you. And you get a lot of lower interest rates.
I think they'd appreciate this because I played golf yesterday, 27 holes. I thought about wearing the hat, but then I thought I could ruin it day one with the sweat
line. Yeah.
So I wore a black hat to hide the sweat. And you don't want to ruin a hat the first day you get it.
This hat, as Sipple would say, it's regal.
Yeah, it's a regal hat.
It's a regal hat.
Regal hat.
So I
Looks
would,
good.
would thank you for all of the breakers. We have so many hats now. It's so nice in the morning to go put a hat on and have a selection of hats to be able to do. So I appreciate it very, very much. Also, Bella, the reason I'm such a big fan of Nebraska Wesleyan track is probably the greatest male track athlete ever there was Mark Schultz. And Mark Schultz was my roommate in college. Yes. So big fan of Wesleyan track. Who just had their track coach retire.
That's right.
Yes.
Bellican is a legend over here.
Yes.
Legendary athlete to our left.
Yes.
You're right, my left in the building.
Yes.
464-5685. Call or text. As always, you can watch and comment on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. Allo, Channel 951. So Frank Solich, Bill, is for the second year in a row on the ballot for the College Football Hall of Fame. He went 58-19 at Nebraska, played in the title, lost to Miami as the head coach, then went to Ohio and became the winningest coach all time in MAC history with 115 wins at Ohio. They had 11 winning seasons or 12 winning seasons, 11 bowl games in his appearance out in his time in Ohio. My question to you would be, and there, by the way, this year there's 41 coaches on the ballot and 179 players on the ballot. When you look at Frank Solich's overall resume, does it scream to you a guy that eventually should be in the College Football Hall of Fame? No doubt. Okay,
absolutely, no brainer. And I base it all obviously because of longevity is so hard to have in this profession.
Mm-hmm.
And what he did as an assistant coach with that, which won't get him into the Hall of Fame, I understand that. But his 58-19 leading Nebraska, they were at a national championship game. The reason he's going to get into the Hall of Fame is because of what he did at Ohio U. I mean, the fact that he's the winningest coach ever in the MAC. So this is all about, that's coaching. He didn't go to a place, he didn't go to, he just took over Alabama. No, he didn't. He took over one of the worst schools in the MAC and became the winningest coach at the same school. They never won it, unfortunately, but he went to 4 championships.
Yes, he did.
11 bowls. I believe prior to Coach Solich showing up, they'd only been to maybe 1 or 2 bowl games ever.
Well, here's a stat. The previous 22 years before him, they only had 2 winning seasons.
2 winning seasons
out of 22.
And did they even go to bowl games with those winning seasons?
I don't believe they did.
I don't believe they did.
No.
And so 2 winning seasons, no bowl games. And I believe the school had only been to 1 or 2 ever in the history of the school. Now, bowl games changed. There's more. You have to give it that credit. But he's the winningest coach ever in the MAC, and he took over one of the worst programs in the MAC. So that would be the equivalent of taking over Vanderbilt in the SEC and then being the most winningest coach ever in the SEC. That's what he did. That's an instant, should be a first round Hall of Famer for what he did for that spot. Then also his longevity on how long he went into his career coaching and how long he held that staff together. And he had a lot of coaches come and go because a lot of them, because they had success. So guess what happened? They got other opportunities. They got other opportunities for him to go. And he just held it together every single year and did an unbelievable job. So I think it's a slam. If you really evaluate it, now the problem sometimes with even Hall of Fame, it's kind of just okay. Let me take a look. Frank Solich, in or out? If someone researches him and goes by this, okay, let's just stop and think. What did he do? Took over the worst team in the MAC and ended up being the most winningest coach in the history of that league. Enough said. 4 championships from their division. And 11 winning seasons. Was it 11 bowl games, 12 winning seasons?
That's right. So
slam dunk.
Starting in 2000, his career ended in 2020 at Ohio. Kicked off a run of 10 straight non-losing seasons. We're talking about he had 6 years with at least 9 victories in that stretch, but they were never below 500 ever for 11 straight years. They had a 10-win season in 2011. For Frank Solich in Ohio.
Everything it says, it just screams Hall of Fame. And the 58-19 Nebraska, which is obviously we know is unbelievable.
It's a great record. It's a great record.
That will not be what they look at. And rightfully so. That's fine not to look at that part. Also, it's hard to factor because it's not just a sheer numbers thing. Also the fact that being an assistant that long, being let go at Nebraska when everyone knows he shouldn't have been let go. And guess what? Cut up off the mat. Would have been easy to do something else. I'm not doing that anymore. He chose a job. Now is in the state where he grew up in the state of Ohio. But also, how about the credit for that? For the credit for getting up off the mat and doing what and doing the things that he's done. So I think that deserves a lot. That's not something I'm sure that the Hall of Fame committee is going to look at.
Won't.
They won't look at that. but it's the truth.
Yeah.
And if he's not in, it's embarrassing for the Hall of Fame to not have Frank Solich in for what he did at Ohio U.
To me, it's like what you said, Bill. It's the longevity. This is a profession that's eats coach. Spits coaches out. They don't last very long. They go and become assistant coaches. Maybe they get another chance to be a head coach, but they get spit up quickly. Spit out.
Well, we talked about, and also with that, when you any great head coaches, or almost all coaches do it, good, bad, or indifferent, whatever it is, you're in charge of everything. So when I used to talk about when I would be coaching someplace else, when Frank was the head coach or the assistant coach, but when he was the head coach here, I would always stop and see Frank when I was back in town because I'd be on vacation. Guess where I saw Frank at?
Where at?
The office, because Frank was still in the office.
That's right.
Ask Kathy Woody, ask Mary Lynn, ask Joni Duff, ask those people like that. So head coaches would be gone for about a week. So that's kind of everybody. My point is, with the work that's being put in, is one of the things. We talk about the work that gets put in. I talk about this a lot. It's like if you do all these things correctly, it doesn't guarantee you success. But if you don't do them, it guarantees you failure. So sometimes, all the time, all the effort, the ridiculous things you do still doesn't sometimes guarantee you that this is going to happen for you. But if you don't do it, it guarantees you failure. And so Coach Solich always did everything he could in that to make things successful at Nebraska, at Ohio U. Total numbers of head coaching years have been, 17 or 18? That have been right, Nebraska and Ohio U combined?
No, more than that. 15 at Ohio.
It was 15 at Ohio.
Here, yeah.
So 21 years as a head coach. Just look at people. You know how hard that is?
That's hard.
It's hard. It's really, really, really hard. So again, longevity matters with the things he's done. So again, I'd love to hear what the Breakers think, but like I said, those numbers are ridiculous what he did there. The all-time winningest coach in the history of the league. How's that not put you in the Hall of Fame right now?
I know.
Right now.
And one thing, I had this take a couple years ago, and I think I still feel good about it regarding the Hall of Fame in general. Now, it took Eric Crouch a while to get to the Football Hall of Fame. Eric Crouch is in the College Football Hall of Fame, but my thought about that in general is if you generally have 4 to 5 years in college, right? Now people have gone 6, 7 years, but in general, the average is 4 to 5 years. In general, if you were ever seen as the best player in college football for 1 year, which he was the Heisman Trophy winner in 2001, shouldn't you almost be an automatic Hall of Fame?
Yes, especially like I said, and the thing about college football is it's judged on college. It's not judged on.
I don't care what you did in the pros.
Were you in college? Yeah.
You were the best player in college football for 1 of your 4 years.
Hall of Fames are something that I struggle with the voting and the procedures. I've been through this, obviously, personally, not for myself, but just understanding the process. And generally, like, at least like in some ballots, they point out. I love when they point out how people voted. I love what it is to see how people voted. I would love to know what the system is to get into the Hall of Fame, because sometimes when things are hidden and how agendas or different things, it doesn't make sense to me sometimes on Hall of Fames. I don't think there's anybody that's not going like, that's interesting. How is he not in the Hall of Fame? Or how's he not? Like I said, and some people should be put in there. They shouldn't even have the waiting period. Why are they waiting to put Tom Brady in the Hall of Fame? Why do they have to have the 5 or 10, whatever the waiting period is like that?
Stop the
when
madness.
someone like that, let them in. Give them their gold jacket right now because they deserve it. And you never know when your time is on this earth. You don't know. It could be all of a sudden it's like, oh, guess what? Maybe somebody that you don't live forever. And it's like, really, he could have been in the Hall of Fame when he's a slam dunk, first ballot guy to be able to be in there. So I've always struggled with some of those things. But how Hall of Fames are voted for, the committees, how it's done, sometimes I don't understand them very well. But maybe I'll try to.
Well, there's
educate
always
myself.
the curmudgeon journalist that wants to have his stance out there. And we go, why did you vote this guy? Well, I thought this. You're the only person who didn't vote him in. You know, if you want to have unanimous, some guys deserve unanimously to be in. Like Tom Brady is unanimous Hall of Famer. If he's not, then shame on whoever didn't vote for him. But he's unanimous. There's no questions asked. Somehow George Brett was not unanimous in MLB. There's something, the most anyone's ever got is like 98 percent. So somebody like didn't vote Cal Ripken Jr. in as a Hall of Famer right away. Why? You're just trying to make a statement. You're trying to be a
that's more about themselves.
Loser. Yeah,
that's about themselves.
I'm going to be the guy that does not give you unanimous. You didn't deserve it.
Yes,
it's garbage. So
I don't think Frank should be unanimous, maybe, but
no, he
should be in.
He won't be unanimous.
He should be in immediately.
But I think he certainly.
Coach, we're pulling for you.
We know he's obviously deserving. He's on the ballot for a reason. He deserves to be in that conversation. But 21 years as a head coach, and
you realize
played in a national championship.
The coaches that have came through the MAC conference. There's been a lot of coaches come through the MAC
Jerry
conference.
Kill was in the MAC.
So a lot. Now I will say this: the timing worked out for him. Where he was in his career for longevity there, because sometimes the coaches that were younger that were doing a good job did move on to jobs that were at least looked at as higher prestige and probably double to triple the income. So that makes sense. But it was still longevity. And this profession is hard.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of professions are. Don't get me wrong. If you think for one thing I'm saying that college coaching is the hardest profession, it's not. It's not. But it's hard. And guess what? It's live TV. You want to see reality TV? Check it out. That's reality TV. It plays out live every Saturday, and they talk about you, and they talk about your family, and they talk about all those things, and it's live, and that's how you're judged. That's how you're judged on it. It's right out there. Judge and jury is right there on TV. That's how you get judged. That's a tough life, and he did a great job with it.
Yeah.
Breakers. What do they think? They think he should be in.
The Breakers believe he should be in. I mean, people are saying that it's still unfortunate how things ended here with Frank. It was nice to have Frank on these airwaves back in late March talk about his time in Nebraska and getting honored for the spring game. But yeah, you can't live in the past all the time. You got to move forward, and Nebraska is trying to still do that right now.
You always have to look at when different opportunities come up. Did it change? Should have been better here, obviously. Does he change as many lives as he does when he went to Ohio? Because he changed a lot of lives going to Ohio, coaches' lives, those players that went there. He did unbelievable amount of good for the profession and for a lot of people. Then that he would have never touched those lives if he had stayed at Nebraska. So you always have to look at it that way too. It's like, wow, he did a lot of things for that area. He changed a university. He changed the university.
He did. And you mentioned, Bill, you said think about the coaches who come out of the MAC. I mean, Jerry Kill, Northern Illinois, Dave Dorn also was there. You had PJ Fleck, Western Michigan. You've had I'm trying to think.
Pinkel from Missouri came out of there.
He came from the MAC. I didn't know that.
I was Toledo, I believe.
Okay. And then Matt Campbell, of course, Toledo, Iowa State now came from the MAC. So there's been some very successful head coaches out of that conference.
But for him to be able to do that, and like I said, he forever changed a university. That's a pretty cool thing to have on.
They expect bowl games now, right? They expect they had 2 winning seasons out of 22 years prior to his arrival. Now they expect to be a 6+ win program.
And if anyone's ever going to make a trip someplace, find out what Saturday it is. It'll be I think it's always the Saturday before Halloween. It's the best Halloween party in the United States of America.
In Athens, Ohio.
Athens, Ohio. It is the Halloween capital of the world. So if you guys want to make a trip,
of all the places,
Athens, Ohio. Google it. Check it out.
Claytonia John says, I think that Bill Busch should be in the Hall of Fame.
No. I'm just lucky. No. No. That's very, very, very kind of you for us right there. So
thank you. Yes. Thank you, Claytonia John. I appreciate that.
I don't have a job, Claytonian.
Yeah, but maybe the Wesleyan Hall of Fame, right?
No, I don't know if my one touchdown against Benedictine is going to count. It's a good catch. It's a good catch.
It's better than not having a catch at all. It's one touchdown, right? Something.
No, but Mark Schultz should be in the Hall of Fame for track. Yes.
Okay, let's get a quick phone call from Mike. Mike, you're on early break. Go ahead, Mike.
Morning, guys. I just want to mention one thing, and I suppose most people realize this, but the thing about Coach Solich, he was swimming upstream. You know, everyone knows he didn't get the support from Steve Peterson. But I remember Adrian Fiala talking one time on one of these shows that he didn't feel he ever got the support, in Adrian's mind, from Bill Byrne. He said Bill Byrne did a great job building up all these facilities, did fantastic, but he kind of neglected football, that we had slipped into maybe the middle of the pack for facilities. And so, you know, even though he didn't get that support, he handled it with class. He never complained. You never knew it. The guy's just a class act. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. That would be accurate. When I was able to rejoin Nebraska at a time there, it was remarkable how the facilities hadn't changed at all. I mean, it was really remarkable. I mean, just the fact that, I mean, we had an indoor, but you still had about a 200-yard walk outside to get to it, down to the indoor, which that wasn't horrible. But what the facilities were comparatively, he's spot on that it had fallen way behind, way behind. And so there is some truth to that. But like I said, it didn't work out. It should have been a different story here at Nebraska, but his story is still great. And now you just want to embrace the fact that Coach Solich's story is still great, and he did something to change a lot of lives and changed an entire university.
1 year off in 2004, and right back at it in 2005 for 15 more years.
For 15 more years, and that's a hard lifestyle.
It is, and he did very well at it. When we come back, HBO's Hard Knocks is having a hard time finding anybody that wants to actually have their practices filmed.
Yeah.
Go figure. I'd like to know a coach's perspective on that next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Brian at Midwest Bank, and we've been proudly serving clients in the Lincoln community since 2008, and we're excited to open a second location in January 2024 at 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Our new branch will provide all the convenient services you're looking for in a bank, along with the friendly staff we're known for. Whether you're starting a business or expanding your business, our team is here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com, member FDIC.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. There are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at BeatriceBakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum. Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Look at your car. It's filthy and probably has a few dings and nicks all over it. Don't be that guy. Get it upgraded and repaired at Renew Your Auto. At Renew Your Auto, they offer tons of services: ceramic coating, window tinting, paintless dent repair, washes and details, bed liners, body shop, and more. Where can you go to get services like that all in one place? Schedule your appointment today at RenewYourAuto.com. See what Renew can do for you. Brown Shoe Fit has all types of shoes for you to excel this summer. Check out their new Keen and Tiva brand sandals for hiking and Olukai sandals for sitting by the pool. Plus, they're stocked up on Hey Dudes to catch you up on the latest shoe fashion. They also have shoes in brands like Brooks, Hoka, Merrell, On, and many more. Browns has the local professionals to get the proper fit, aided by their high-tech foot scanner by Atrex. Stop by Brown Shoe Fit today, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln. Join us on Tuesday, June 6th at Buffalo Wings and Rings at 40th and Old Cheney for Customer Appreciation Day. Enjoy 59-cent wings all day and your favorite sports talk show hosts on the air from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Come hang out with us for Customer Appreciation Day on Tuesday, June 6th at the 40th and Old Cheney Buffalo Wings and Rings.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Spring is here, and Acres has special financing on all John Deere lawn tractors and zero-turn mowers. Get your yard looking great and use John Deere's wide selection of attachments to landscape your property to perfection. And for a limited time, with a purchase of a new John Deere mower, get up to $200 to apply to the steel power tool of your choice. From trimmers to chainsaws, gas or electric, Acres is your home for steel products and service. Acres, solutions for every field.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere planter from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Plant for success with the industry's latest technology. Upgrade to an ExactEmerge high-speed planter to cover more acres, increasing flexibility and productivity. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location to order your new John Deere planter and experience the Landmark difference.
Need service on your home air conditioner? No matter what brand you have, just call Bryant, 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Honk if you love trucks and bucks. Hold it if you're in traffic, maybe not. Hey, we know you've been waiting for a while, but we're excited to announce that Trucks and Bucks is finally back. And this year, we're giving away 8 Atlas Blue 2023 Ford F-150 XLT Super Crew Flex Fuel trucks. So get to your nearest Nebraska Lottery retailer and play $2 Trucks and Bucks today. Ford F-150 is a registered trademark owned and licensed by Ford Motor Company. Top prize odds, 1 in 336,000.
Hi, I'm a volleyball. It's an okay life. I go back and forth about it. But I really wish I was a Nebraska Lottery Powerball or Mega Millions Mega Ball. See, all they have to do is mix around in a big plastic bubble and roll down a ramp, and then people win millions. What a great life. As for me, I get thrown around all day and have to worry about getting spiked, which is about to happen right now. Oh, ow! Couldn't you just do a nice, gentle tip?
The Nebraska Lottery. Top prize odds vary by game.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Sunny skies this morning with afternoon cloud cover and a very slim chance of a pop-up shower. It will be a bit warm. We'll top out near 91, south winds at 10. Overnight mainly clear, low dropping down to around 64. We'll see a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. Hot again, the high of 92. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This
good morning, little brother.
is Early Break with Zip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Should be playing more Scotty McCreery songs on the radio here today.
Well, tomorrow, let's
just make all the rejoins Scotty McCreery. Really get jacked for this concert coming up August 30th at Memorial Stadium. We said it before, and I'll say it again, that it's going to be a little bit demoralizing when he sees people filing out of the stands for him.
It could be. I don't know how you would, because they could have gotten anybody for that because the tickets were already sold for the volleyball. It was sold on volleyball name. The 86,000 tickets were sold on with no name for the concert. So it wasn't like it was a reverse deal where it's like, hey, we're having Taylor Swift here for the concert, or we're having Garth Brooks here. And they were also going to have a volleyball game where it's like, well, this doesn't really count. No, it counted because they sold all the tickets prior to for volleyball. And so the hook wasn't who the concert was going to be.
No,
that was not the hook.
That was a bonus.
That was a bonus.
But when you have that many people, you like your bonus to be a little bit bigger. I'm just saying. Again, I'm just saying. You
want even if it was an older band or performer where you knew the words to the songs.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like, okay, they're going to sing like 8 songs and I know all the words to those 8 to 10 songs. I will all sing them. We'll do, because you don't want a long concert afterwards.
No,
that's not gonna be long. It's going to be
half hour.
Maybe?
Yeah, 40 minutes.
40 minutes. But that's like, hey, I'm going to come in. If you had someone of that nature came in and saying, hey, I know 8 of these songs, knock those 8 out of the park. Everybody sings with it, has a good time. Boom, you're out. But
not the case.
Not the case.
Not the case. Not the case.
Probably a lot more to it. I will always admit that there's a lot more to. I'm sure booking talent. I'm not really.
Well, they're touring.
I'm not real.
Tour
I'm not real big on booking bands. I haven't done that very much. Like never. So probably a lot.
I just
more
try to
it.
envision think if you watch Scotty McCreery's tours, it's gonna be hey, a small venue in some small town in Idaho.
Yeah.
What Nick says, Beach Boys, Hootie and the Blowfish. How about those guys coming to town? Hootie and the Blowfish, sign me up for that.
Sign me up for that. First of all, there's a guy that changed his whole career. He was Hootie, and then now
he's Darius.
Now he's Darius, and he's still killing it.
He's awesome.
He could sing Hootie songs. He
Hell
could have the Blowfish, just
come on,
cry,
bro.
Blowfish everybody up here, and then Blowfish off, and then still sing his country stuff. It would kill it.
That'd be great.
Can we do that?
Can we get Hootie?
Darius Rucker? Can we get Darius Rucker?
Darius, come to Lincoln. Darius,
come to Lincoln.
And
Get
bring
the blow.
Hootie act too.
Bring the Blowfish. Bring the Blowfish with you.
Yeah.
Let's get behind this thing, Breakers.
Come on, Blowfish.
Let's see what we can do.
Let's make it
we
happen.
started this. Yes. Nick has.
Are you listening, Trev Alberts? Contact Hootie.
Hootie. We want a Hootie and the Blowfish.
Get Darius in town.
And he'd lead off with the Blowfish songs, and then he would segue into Darius Wagon
Wagon
Wheel.
Yeah, Wagon Wheel.
Everyone sing Wagon Wheel?
Yeah, they'd be singing Wagon Wheel.
I remember one time Darius Rucker sang Wagon Wheel like the CMA Awards, and they showed the crowd. Everyone was singing. Taylor Swift was singing. Yeah, it was. I was like, wow. And this guy changed his career. It's incredible.
Yeah, but he's been successful. It worked out for him. But I miss Hootie and the Blowfish. So they had a new album 2 years ago. I'm not sure if it did anything, but at least they tried. They're trying new music.
You would know again, he's gonna nail some songs. So let's push that. Let's get maybe up on a billboard or something somewhere.
Yes, we
welcome
should try.
Hootie.
Okay, I saw this yesterday on CBS Sports that HBO Hard Knocks. Have you ever watched Hard Knocks before, Bill, or not?
I've not watched it with the passion others have, because generally a lot of times it's on during times of it didn't coincide with coaching career timing. But yes, I have seen
you're
it.
busy
Absolutely.
in August. So
I have seen it. Yes.
So for those who for some reason don't know, Hard Knocks has been a very very popular, successful show on HBO for about 10 plus years. They go into a training camp and they follow the good stories, the guys that are maybe on the fringe of the roster, also the stars. They go in the locker room. It's a lot of access. It was last year was the Lions. The Lions were seen as a potential good team. Had a horrible start, finished strong. Now they're seen as a likely playoff team by potential this year. But you got to see the inner workings of Dan Campbell and his team. But they're having a hard time finding anybody to actually want it this year, because they want to not show off what they have. They want to show off their plays or their different players or different sets. And I'm curious, Bill, you from a coach's perspective, would you ever want a crew like from HBO or something like that filming everything at all times?
Hate it. Nothing.
I would assume you probably would.
No, I mean, speaking for myself, I'm going to say I'd be the 99 percentile. There's always going to be a few coaches that would really like to be part of that. I would say it's 99.9. Be like, no, we're not doing that. We do not need an inside look into our program. We handle our own program from the inside. And it's just also they have the full rights of how they edit it.
Yes.
So how something can come off and how it can look on some little brief deal like that is like, oh wow, that was heated when it wasn't heated, or whatever. There's different ways to look at it, but to have the access, and I think you have two options of really one. We have an option of looking stupid, and then the option of like, wow, we just look amazing is not going to happen, and there's nothing to be gained. It doesn't help you with anything, especially in the NFL, because in college you might be able to say, well, it got us some notoriety. Or maybe they paid him some money to do it. That there's nothing gained. You don't get anything from where someone says, show me where on Hard Knocks in the last 15 years, and just show and just say, you know what, look what it did for him. It just built this team. It made him better. I couldn't imagine driving to work every day knowing there's going to be cameras watching me pull up to work. And
seriously,
into the parking lot.
The moment you pull up, they're filming you driving in the parking
lot, and just whatever comment they want to make or all the things. I see why it's intriguing to fans, kind of see the inside, some certain parts of practice and some things that go on in meetings and all those things, but they get to edit it themselves. And so I couldn't imagine there'd be any NFL team that'd be like, this is good for us. This is what we need. You go through the teams where it's been, I mean, how many times they've been at New England with Belichick?
Zero.
Thank you. Yeah, it's like
He's
no,
like, no, don't even.
It's a combination of probably a rock solid owner with a good history. Pittsburgh Steelers. Have they ever been to the Steelers?
I don't think so.
That probably not. The Rooney family's probably not going. Yeah, that's what we need to do. No, we don't. We don't need to do that. So I couldn't be more adamant against something. I understand why fans
you'd go this way.
Bill. I understand why fans would want it, though. I do. I see that part of it. But from the other side of it, just imagine yourself at your job. Just imagine us here.
Oh no,
coming in the morning. There's a cameras outside as we come through the parking lot.
Get out of my face, man.
It would just be horrific.
And they'd show that clip. They say, "Well, look at this, Jake's
a
jerk."
Yeah. Oh wow. Oh, look at this on a Wednesday. Jake's
in terrible mood. That's what he is. He's a bad guy. They'd say. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with Hard Knocks. Listen, Bill. I fully expected you, and like you said, 99% of coaches to say, "I don't want that." I mean, do players want that?
I believe eventually the NFL will jump in. I believe it's a contract that's probably been approved through the owners that someone is going to be on it. I think it gets down to the point they probably ask everyone, and then they probably get all the no's, and then sometimes it's kind of be like, well, just so you know, we are going to do it, nor the NFL, and if it's contractually correct, they can probably make anyone do it. They can probably say this is part we signed up for this.
Here's the deal, though, Bill. Last year we learned it'd be the Lions in March. It is June 6th today. We don't know who's on Hard Knocks.
Yeah,
we're talking about training camp starts up end of July, right?
Yes,
or like early August.
And how's it? It's always basically a week delay. Is that what it is when it comes out? So it's not in real time.
No, it's not real time.
It's not in real time. So slight delayed. And there's some things about it that are interesting, and I know it gets a lot of viewership. So I understand why people would like to do it. I obviously in college, you never want anyone ever. I wouldn't want anybody to see anything that I'm doing. It's not like that important, but it's just give you an example. This goes on all the time, and I used to just be livid with it. They would do mic'd up sections with the coaches at practice, and it was always it's for recruiting. We're going to put it online like that. So we're going to have during warm-ups, I'd have a mic on, and someone's filming me during individual. I'm always like, I couldn't get it off fast enough. I wanted nothing to do with it because it's just it's not like I was doing something crazy coaching or some sort of bad verbal language. No, I just didn't want it on me. I don't want to draw attention to myself in those spots and just with some, oh man, look at that. That's incredible coaching. No, it's not. Incredible coaching gets done with no one watching. Just do your stuff right. Knock it off. So
that's how I thought this would go, Bill. Exactly. I'm the same way. If I was a coach, I don't want it. I don't need mic'd up. I don't need me to be on Hard Knocks.
When they do the interview stuff in between, like timeouts in the NBA or talk to a manager or something like that, I don't mind that. I can get on board with that. Hey, we're gonna come over. We're gonna talk to you for 30 seconds, and I think it's easy to handle. I mean, I thought those guys handled it. The really good coaches handled it well in the NCAA basketball tournament. I thought Hurley for UConn was great.
Yes,
in between he was just very relaxed, and here's kind of what's going on. Now we know he had a great team that helps, or things are tight. But that I understand that part of it. But the day-to-day everything, and they get to edit it. So just remember, you can also look really stupid.
You sure can.
And by something that you didn't do that was stupid. And they all of a sudden they want to jump on a head coach and things aren't going well, and they're like, "Oh, check this clip out," and you're like right away like, "Oh man, no, I see why they lost that game now." Really? Is that what you saw? Because I don't think so.
All right. It is time to play the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-568. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe in Good Luck Bill today, right? Is that our game show when Sip's gone?
I'm excited for this show.
Sipple. Good luck,
But
Bill.
this was your deal. This was you and Sipples.
But you've been a good lifeline for Sip. Now, you're going to have a lifeline today because Nick's coming in.
Nick's coming in.
So, all right, for today's topic, I got to get off my phone because I couldn't print.
Yeah, we don't have any print.
If you missed
magenta,
the black is out in the printer, and as Greg said, he calls
did any toner show up in the?
We need some black. We need some. We need to go with the specific number. I think it's my 882 possibly. Is
the old 882,
something like that. Okay, today's topic is 1975 quarterbacks in the NFL.
I got a chance.
The NFL quarterbacks, 1975.
So, the
year 1975.
Do I get the team?
Yes, I will tell you the team.
Oh.
You tell me who the quarterback was.
I don't know.
I think this should be okay.
I don't
I
know.
think you'll be okay, Bill. If you think you know the quarterbacks from 1975 in the NFL, this could not be more catered to you possibly than anything. You know, you were watching
Except
football.
for famous people from Pender.
That's true. Good. All right, 464-5685. Good luck, Bill. Starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" Oh, no, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the Nick down. Bill in trivia. Nick is here also to try to help you out. Do you think Nick can help you out with 1975 quarterbacks
I don't know.
in the NFL?
Nick's pretty smart. He's really smart.
Nick is,
and he's an old soul.
He is an old soul. He's
Yes.
22 years old, but he acts like he's 47
Yes.
typically.
Do you like that Hootie and the Blowfish poll?
What's that? Yeah. Well, what happened there? You just broke your money.
No, I just broke
It's
your
not
money.
screwed in.
That Sip does it
Not
all the
screwed
time.
in.
Sip breaks it all the time. You can blame Sip.
Well, Sip does sit here.
Yes.
You
can
might
blame
just turn it off real quick so I can be spinning it around here.
I want you to be on camera for this. Okay.
Well,
Like we're in a windstorm.
People won't be able to hear.
We'll keep you off the
I
camera
can't
here
hear
for
now.
a second.
Yeah.
You need to hold
Here
like
we
that. this has to be.
You look like you're a host of the telephone.
Centered everybody in the building.
The mic won't stay down.
All right, Ty, how do you feel about 1975 quarterbacks in the NFL?
Well, I'm an old guy, so hopefully I got him.
Boy, all right, Bill, you got a good competition today.
This is not good for me.
This
All
is
right.
not good.
I can tell you right now. I can tell by his confidence.
All right, Ty's up first, and Nick is lifeline for Bill for one question. Ty, first question goes to you. Who was the Miami Dolphins starting quarterback in 1975?
1975. I'm going to say Dan Pastorini.
That would be the Houston Oilers quarterback in 1975.
Don Strock. I'm going to steal it.
That's not right. Is it Greasy?
It is Bob Greasy.
Greasy was still there at 75?
75.
Oh, I thought it was too easy.
Holy smokes.
I thought it was too easy.
Listen, Bill went -1 there.
Yeah.
You got confident. Okay, zero the
You
negative
didn't,
one.
you didn't even consult me.
No, I did not.
You didn't even ask if
I thought
knew
Greasy
it.
was too easy. I go, there's no way it's still Greasy.
No, Bill.
I thought it was Don
one of
Strock.
the few names from 1975 I would know.
I thought that was, why would you go with the quarterback for the only under
Because he's trying to make it somewhat easy today, Bill.
It was too easy.
Yeah.
All right, Bill,
All
it's back to you. You're
Okay.
down zero the negative
I know.
one. Now, Nick's going to play here.
I'm not going to know
Who was Cincinnati Bengals quarterback in 1970?
Ken Anderson.
Yeah, there you go.
Brilliant.
You would have had that too.
I would know. No, that's a bounce back though.
You thought you had
No.
Ken Anderson. Okay, for the lead, Ty.
Greasy.
Ty, your last question. Who was the Oakland Raiders starting quarterback in 1975?
Kenny Stabler.
Ken Stabler is correct.
Layups.
You would have see these are layups. This is for you, Bill.
Yeah.
All right, for the tie. Who was the New York Jets starting quarterback in 1975? You have Nick if you want, or you're on your own.
You're on your own here.
New York
Yeah.
Jets, 1975.
I think I'm off. I'm a little bit late, but I'll go Richard Todd.
I never heard that name.
We started for the Jets.
Who'd you get? Joe Namath. It's Joe Namath.
Joe Namath.
Oh,
I thought for sure you gave me the too easy one.
you're thinking too much about it.
Bill, I gave you the easy ones. I was trying to build up your confidence today.
His name was 1 in 69. I thought we had to work at him. Yeah.
I was good for
Yeah.
one. I was good for one answer, and you didn't even consult me.
It's Ty. Congrats. We'll get you bagels. Thanks for calling in and calling down the road.
I didn't know you went all layups.
I did go layups.
It was 1975. What do you
Yeah,
expect?
I can't go like crazy here. I didn't give Dan Pastorini, which
Well,
that'd be
Namath was. I said Namath. Won it in 69. So I did.
Look
How's
at
that
Bob,
going?
Look at Bob Barker over
Bob
here.
Barker.
I don't want to rip the cord
Yes.
from the microphone.
You want the tiebreaker, Bill?
Yes.
You lost it. You might as well try it here.
Yes.
So you go over under Bill's numbers.
Okay,
Nick.
perfect.
Dan Pastorini threw for 14 touchdowns in 1975 for the Houston Oilers. How many interceptions did he throw?
22.
Nick?
Under.
16.
16.
So he still had more touchdowns, though. Bad ratio.
He
for
should be in the
Cam.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
He should be in the Hall of
No
Fame.
doubt about that.
Yeah, that's good.
Dan Perry. Nick, thank you.
Yeah,
Can't
thanks,
give
guys.
a layup.
This was a
I
pleasure.
gave you layups, too.
Yeah, Joe Namath's
No,
kind of a layup.
The toughest one you got right away, Ken Anderson. Now, Anderson was the toughest of all four. You said easy. Come on, easy.
I just thought you gave. I thought the answers were like okay, must be
You
just
overthought
off.
it.
You just said like 72.
Next time, Bill.
You ever heard of Richard Todd? One of the great quarterbacks of all time for
Nick,
the
you heard
Jets.
it? No, I've never heard of Richard
I've
Todd.
heard of Joe Namath, though.
Yeah.
Text line, have you heard of Richard Todd? 464-5685.
All-time great
Is
Jet.
Bill lying to me or not? Oh, the spillover's next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, or bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Join us on Tuesday, June 6th at Buffalo Wings and Rings at 40th and Old Cheney for Customer Appreciation Day. Enjoy 59-cent wings all day and your favorite sports talk show host on the air from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Come hang out with us for Customer Appreciation Day on Tuesday, June 6th at the 40th and Old Cheney Buffalo Wings and Rings.
Honk if you love trucks and bucks. Hold it if you're in traffic, maybe not. Hey, we know you've been waiting for a while, but we're excited to announce that Trucks and Bucks is finally back. And this year, we're giving away 8 Atlas Blue 2023 Ford F-150 XLT Super Cruise. So get to your nearest Nebraska Lottery retailer and play $2 Trucks and Bucks today. Ford F-150 is a registered trademark owned and licensed by Ford Motor Company. Top prize odds, 1 in 336,000.
Hi, I'm a volleyball. It's an okay life. I go back and forth about it. But I really wish I was a Nebraska Lottery Powerball or Mega Millions Mega Ball. See, all they have to do is mix around in a big plastic bubble and roll down a ramp, and then people win millions. What a great life. As for me, I get thrown around all day and have to worry about getting spiked, which is about to happen right now. Oh, ow! Couldn't you just do a nice, gentle tip?
The Nebraska Lottery. Top prize odds vary by game.
Need service on your home air conditioner? No matter what brand you have, just call Bryant, 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Brown Shoe Fit has all sell this summer. Check out their new Keen and Tiva brand sandals for hiking and Olukai sandals for sitting by the pool. Plus, they're stocked up on Hey Dukes to catch you up on the latest shoe fashion. They also have shoes and brands like Brooks, Hoka, Merrell, on many. Browns has the local professionals to get the proper fit, aided by their high-tech foot scanner by Atrex. Stop by Brown Shoe Fit today, just south of 66 and Q in Lincoln.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere planter from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Plant for success with the industry's latest technology. Upgrade to an ExactEmerge high-speed planter to cover more acres, increasing flexibility and productivity. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location to order your new John Deere planter and experience the Landmark difference.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Sunny skies this morning with afternoon cloud cover and a very slim chance of a pop-up shower. It will be a bit warm. We'll top out near 91, south winds at 10. Overnight mainly clear, low dropping down to around 64. We'll see a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. Hot again, the high of 92. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Motor Food is Lincoln's hardest rocking food truck and cafe. Motor Food creates old school comfort food with a 21st century twist and lots of rock and roll attitude. Try the barbecue pulled pork mac and cheese, the grilled chicken Firebird sandwich, a 100% all beef split grilled hot dog, and any version of their funky fries. Stop by the cafe just behind Outback Steakhouse on 48th Street or catch the food truck out and about all spring and summer. Check out their menu, order carry out, or schedule a catering at motorfoodtruck.com.
Old School with DP and J.
How many do you think Bud has left in it?
Bud's the only one that knows, but I would imagine that Bud is at the one. He's trying to be the best fighter in the world, period. Like until somebody's going to take that from him, and I'm not sure that anybody can. I don't know if Spence can. Spence would love to be that person, but Bud Crawford has denied people forever.
93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This
Anybody who knows me knows I was cocky out of the womb.
is Early Break with Zip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're having some problems with the microphone here. Nick's figuring it out over there, but it's okay. AD's here for the spillover. What's going on, AD? Good to see you, man.
Going good, brother. Going good.
Is Raph
Going
out
good.
today?
Raph is out. Raph is out today.
Raph is out. It's okay.
Absolutely.
Can you hear me? I can hear you, Nick.
All right, it's fixed.
Nick fixed. Look at this guy. He just said he used his college degree to fix the microphone. That's what we do.
22-year-old college graduate.
He's good with technology. That was some good IT work right there. We
Yes.
could have
That
called in the
was.
big dog, so that he made it happen there.
You excited about the concert, AD?
Scotty McCreary.
Yeah.
You know, not being much of a country fan. I mean, I don't mind it. I just don't listen to it a lot. When Raph told me who it was, I said, I've never heard of him.
I knew the name. That was about it. And so we started.
Up-and-comer?
No.
He's 29 years old.
Is he 29?
I thought he's older. He's 29.
I would have guessed him older than
I was
that.
like 35.
Yeah, I would have guessed
him
him more like mid to late 30s, I thought.
This is how small of a deal he was as of like even 5 years ago. I had a buddy of mine that went out to Las Vegas for like a bachelor party, and they won some sort of. They played Top Golf with Scotty McCreary. Like he was just out there, like they won some sort. They had enough points that they were able to get Scotty McCreary, who was there already, to come play golf with him at Top Golf in Las Vegas.
Now, if I'd have played golf with him, I'd want to see him more. I'd be like, hey, I'm going to go see Scotty. Play golf with him one time.
Top Golf.
Yeah.
Not real golf.
Still,
Top Golf.
still even that would be enough.
He played Top Golf, Bill.
So you're saying that as in, if you're playing Top Golf with him as a prize, is probably not one of your A-liners.
That's right. Thank you. That's exactly. I don't think you're going to see
Play with Garth.
Play with Garth.
I don't think Garth Brooks will ever be seen at Top Golf ever. It's a great place, but not in terms of playing with listeners.
What do you guys think the fee for something like that would be for him? A guy of his stature.
I don't think it's. Yeah, I don't. I have no idea.
Me and Bill were saying, and we mean this like honestly. If Scotty McCreary was coming to Lincoln for a concert as part of a tour, like what venue does he go to? He's not PBA. There's no way he's filling up PBA. If he is, he's an opener there. Pinewood Bowl. I don't think he fills up Pinewood Bowl.
Are you serious?
He might be a bourbon
No.
guy.
Be a bourbon. He'd be a
might be the
bourbon guy.
bourbon theater.
He'd be a bourbon. It'd be if you get 1,000 people. Would be.
I think you get more. The bourbon can hold just shy of 3,000. I think it's 2,500 people.
Really?
That's probably. I don't think he fills up Pinewood Bowl, which is like 5,000 capacity out there.
No.
I don't think he does.
Now,
This is the guy that's going to have 85,000.
Yeah, I'd have to leave that in you
people.
guys' hands. Because, like I said, I've never heard of the guy.
But this is the sad thing. So he's got this huge environment, but just imagine demoralizing it could be with all the fans filing out as he's starting to sing because
there's got to be what would you say, a 20 to 30 minute segue from when the game
I'd
ends
say half
to
hour.
whenever the concert starts. I mean, no matter what, it's not going to start immediately.
No,
that's for sure.
They'll
Yeah.
probably be setting it up. You would think as the game's coming up to conclusion, starting to set up
Yeah.
that part, or maybe that
Yeah.
part's already set up. I don't know the logistics. You guys know the logistics of the stadium.
I thought they were going
play?
to put it at the center of the field now. So I thought
The game.
Yeah, I thought it was going to the center.
because originally the mat, it was going to be played like in the end zone.
Yeah,
which
the
is- there's
original-
no
the
way to do
original-
that. Yeah, that's got to be the center of the field now. It has to. You cannot have 85,000 and have one end zone have the match. It's got to be in the center of the field. It has to.
Yeah,
What do
well,
you got,
I was
Nick?
curious because the original showing showed it
So-
the end zone.
Let me turn this. So originally, it was going to be at the 30. I don't think they've confirmed that they're going to move it like 10 yards for closer to the field, but I think the 40 is as close to the middle of the field as you're going to get.
Is it?
So,
So you're
other
talking
than that,
as if
I would
you
assume
have
that they have to take
inside-
the field, playing surface
Yeah.
down and get the concert stage up. But you're not going to get in the middle of the field, unfortunately. But there's standing room and everybody's going to be standing on the field around you. So that'll be interesting. Is what are you going to do with all the people standing on the field?
That's a good question. Okay, here's some feedback coming back in the text line. Cheeseburger says
cheeseburger.
Several people said he won. He was on American Idol, so they still have people who have seen him on American Idol, which is I think not been big for several years, I believe. But still, people still watch. But
Yeah, that's good. Okay.
So he's got those fans that have watched an American Idol. Someone says he would fill PBA. No, he would not. I guarantee you that Scotty McCreery would never ever fill PBA if he was the main headliner.
Yeah, I'd have
no way.
I'm going with Jake. I'm going to go with Jake Sorensen on that one.
Thank you, Bill.
PBA's 14,000.
14,000.
They can get more than that for.
AD
the
didn't know
actual
who he was.
concert.
AD had no idea who he was.
When Rav
Yeah.
told me yesterday, he was like Scotty McCurry.
Yeah.
McCreary.
McCreary.
Yeah.
Yeah. He could have been
might as well
Scotty
be-
McFly.
He might as well be Scotty McCreary. Why not?
Yeah.
I
Why not?
seriously, it's not knocking a guy.
Yeah.
I just had no idea. I'd never heard of him before. I'd never heard of him.
No. And then the one song, the song today that you played, I go, I kind of like it. I didn't know that song.
U-Time.
I never heard
You
it.
gave it a 2.4.
Yeah, I'd never heard
you
it.
Said, you said you kind of liked it. You gave it a 2.4. He said he kind of liked it. He gave
That's
it a
one of his
2.4.
hits.
That's one of his best
That's
songs.
one of his hits.
Apparently, someone says that he has had 4 #1 albums. I don't believe that. You know,
Well, if it works,
he's not
first of
filling
all,
up arenas.
if it works out, great. We're all
Yeah,
for it. If it works
absolutely.
out, great. It just, like I said, it would not be anyone that would really fire me up. Maybe I'm just too old, though. I'm probably just too old.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
the
I
problem.
think too, though, in that he's not the main attraction. The volleyball is. You guys were talking about this morning. That's not the purpose they're going there. That's kind of the
That's why that's what I'd said. AD was that's why they could have a really good name because they already sold all the tickets.
Yeah.
For volleyball.
Right.
So if someone ever doubles back with, oh yeah, they just sold up because of the concert. Not true. The
That's a good
tickets were
point.
sold.
That's a good point.
And so that's where it's a little bit
I'm
different.
seeing that he may have opened for Brooks and Dunn last week in Omaha.
Really?
Opened. Keyword open. Yeah, he could fill up a stadium.
Brooks and Dunn.
Brooks and Dunn. Now that
would be
Get Brooks and
outstanding.
Dunn. Now let's go.
Maybe that's the surprise.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the surprise.
Scotty's here for one song.
Oh,
Here's
and
Brooks and Dunn.
which would yes, that would be. And then they have what would they have? 8 to 10 songs.
Yes.
You know all the
And
words.
everyone would sing.
Everyone would sing. Brooks and Dunn would keep the place packed. Everyone would enjoy it. They play for 45 minutes. Peace out. Everyone's happy. So we're trying to get a hold of Brooks and Dunn and Hootie and the Blowfish. That's what we're trying to.
You guys talk about him yesterday, this morning earlier. That was a great point because that dude really blew up, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Changed his career.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's
He really
unbelievable.
did.
I mean, right now, just imagine if Darius Rucker plays Pinewood Bowl.
Oh, it's packed.
Sold out.
Oh, he's
sold out. And he's
selling out any venue in.
he's what, 50?
If he brings the Blowfish, you could do
Oh,
PBA
if the,
probably,
yeah,
right?
the Blowfish show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm showing up.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Come on. Hold my hand.
I've been listening to some of that.
Yeah.
Bella, do you have any idea who Hootie and the Blowfish are?
Okay. See,
all right.
She's young, but she's
Yeah.
with it. Man.
Okay, I'm making sure.
Nick's the one that
I said-
suggested. He's 22. He suggested Hootie and the Blowfish. So
Yeah. We have to be able to get a hold of them. And Brooks and Dunn. Yes.
come on, guys. We kept come to Lincoln. We
Send some
need
emails out.
You guys want to play with Scotty up there? He needs some help on the
He'll play.
stage.
Scotty will play lead guitar.
He'll jump in. He'll play that one song he has in between.
Play you time and he'll play when he just give him his style. Scotty.
I tell you what, I hope the guy. First of all, I think it's a good marketing for him as well, for him to be around that many people. Because, like I said, it doesn't have to be him selling the tickets. It's not him selling it. So the tickets are sold. I am curious again, though, to how many people stay for the concert. I hope. You're always going to have some that are going to leave.
I likened it, like I said, back when Dancing with the Stars was such a big deal. If someone asked me, "Would like to be on the," like, first of all, you go like, then you go, no.
No.
It's filmed. It's on TV. Everyone's watching it. No,
And they're just looking for mistakes.
They're looking for you to fail.
They're looking for failures more than
No one's saying, "Hey,
celebration.
we're going to see Coach Busch really nail this." They're going,
No,
"I want to see if he's going to screw up."
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly why people watch
So
those
I'm
shows.
just like not doing. There's certain times you're gonna go, yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
I'm good. Thank you for that, though.
Yeah, Brooks and Dunn. Get a hold of
Let's
them
get
too.
Brooks and Dunn.
But Hootie would. That's who we're really pulling for the most.
Hootie there.
I wonder if we even called him. Did we try? That's what I want to know.
Let's call up Darius and Hootie and see what happens.
See what happens.
See if we get them to come to
Yes.
Lincoln for this help Scotty out stage. Reminder again, once more, we will be at Buffalo Wings Rings today from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. for Customer Appreciation Day. 59-cent wings, $5 domestic pitchers. Come on by, hang out with us for 8 hours today.
Sounds good.
After the drive with AD and Ref, which is up next. So for Bill Busch, I'm Jake Sorensen. See you.
This is Brian at Midwest Bank, and we've been proudly serving clients in the Lincoln community since 2008, and we're excited to open a second location in January 24 at 70th and Pioneers Boulevard.